Hold on, guys. Nove here from Chronicle. We are still talking about the Savannah Soto case. We are starting pretty late today, and I do apologize. I did have delays, technical difficulty, and I had to set up an additional camera. So, bad timing. Excuse me. I had to set up an additional camera, and you will see why, because it's going to pertain to this podcast, okay? So I want to get your attention here. So far, every day, we've been talking about things such as yesterday, we talked about this third suspect. And you guys did great with the phone calls. We did the research. People are looking into housings and their old jobs, Romano's old job. And, you know, I spoke to people on the phone that was in that area. So we're just trying to narrow down the third suspect. The podcast before that, we talked about where is the death location? Where was it? Where could it possibly be? And we narrowed that down as well. You can look at that podcast. And the ones before that, we tried to do a podcast specifically designated to different areas of this whole entire case. So on this podcast, man, I got something to talk to you guys about. I got a lot of info for you guys today. I got an interview. I got update videos, by the way. I do have that. We could watch that first if you like, if you want to just say in the comments if you guys like to see that. I got a couple of images, references. I have drawings that I'm going to be doing. Trust me, I'm going to get to the science. It's going to make sense. And that's what I want to do. That is my job here. Even if you're brand new watching, I like to gather the information, the facts, cross-reference it, debate it with me to make sure that, hey, no, but this is correct. And then we come to an agreement using the best of our knowledge, the facts we use, and the affidavit. I do want to speak about the affidavit. There is one more that I want to talk to you about. One more thing that consists of it from, I think, Detective Goodwin. He's the Affian, by the way. Hello, everybody. Everybody's joining in. You guys are incredible. Look at everybody from Facebook to YouTube. Wow, we already racked up close to 300 viewers already. We just pressed. You guys are incredible. Incredible. But before I start and give you guys all the new info and a couple of new details, okay? Just do me a big favor. You guys know I say this all the time. Hit the like. It just takes 1 second so we can begin. Hit the share button. Tag one person. And that would mean so much to me. So much. Please. And on YouTube, hit the like and hit the red subscribe button and hit the notification bell. That'll make sure once I press live, you will be the first one to tap that notification and it'll direct you straight to this podcast. All right. If you're brand new, my name's Nope. I cover crime. I cover trending topics, stories, other stories other than Savannah Soto, such as what's happening with the underground caves with the Jewish people in New York City. I want to cover that. Epstein's list. And I believe the mother that stabbed her daughter in Texas. I'm not too sure if it was in Texas, but there's other stories that I will continue as well. We dive deep. We get the details. We get the facts. And that's what you're going to get here on Chronicle. All right. So hello, everyone. Hit the like, share. Let's begin. Cool. Okay. So where are we going to begin? Let's just start with the videos and then we'll come right back. All right. So this is the perfect time for you to put your headphones in, sit back, relax, listen to the ugliness of my voice, but the beautiful voices of these anchors. All right.
Are set for the pre-trial hearing dates are set for the men accused in the murders of Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerra.
Court records show 19-year-old Christopher Presidio pre-hearing is set for February 5th.
So his pre-hearing is February 5th. Oh, and there's an update on the system, by the way, guys.
He's charged with capital murder, as well as charges related to allegations he attempted to hide the bodies. His father, Ramon Preciado, also faces charges he helped his son hide those bodies. His pre-hearing is set for February 6th.
So we got Christopher's pre-hearing, and then Ramon's is the day after now, right? Yes, his is the day. Yes, February 5th, right here. It says it right here. I'm kind of blocking it, but that's what it says. And then February 6th is Ramon's now. So his is just the day after. Ramon's is the day after. So if you look up here, not Bexar, okay, Bear, okay, Bear, search.bear.org. There is an update. Co-defendant on the 5th, right here, about assigned number J2, whatever. But if you look on top, on the, not February, January 9th, attorney appointed. So attorney has been appointed. And what's today? Today is the 9th. Well, going on the 12th. I started the stream late, and I'm so sorry. I hope you guys could forgive me. I'm sorry about that. I really do apologize. Defendant attorney appointed on the 9th. Today. That's for Ramones, I believe. This is for Ramones. If I can get to Chris, let me see. Oh, I don't know I do know the case number, but I will have to find. Can somebody find me Chris's? Only because I have to move on with the show. I have to show other videos. If you can, it's on search.bear.org. The case number is 116056. And if you just look up Chris would be next to his father's Ramon. That would be great. Hello, YouTube. Hi. Hello, everyone. How's everyone going? Everything's going well? Jesus Christ, 200 viewers on YouTube already? I usually don't kick in till like about 30 minutes or an hour. Holy chicken strips. That's crazy. Okay. Now, these comments on YouTube and Facebook was wild yesterday. It was wild. Like, just behave. Behave today, okay, y'all? I know y'all got jokes. I know y'all making... Y'all wild, okay? But let's get with the callers today. We're going to get the callers, yes. If you didn't call, don't be shy. It's okay. No, everyone here is open to your theories, opinions. It's okay. Get your name right here. Hit the share. Thank you so much, Rosa. It's okay. Don't be afraid. I'm going to pin the number. If you know the number already, I'm going to let you know. Just text and be like, hey, it's Mary. It's Starry Night. It's Christine Andrews. It's Poet Santana. Text and be like, give me a call. And I would like to share my theory. And I got you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay? So let's continue these videos. I'm going to get back to the case number, okay? Let's get involved. Let's get involved.
Their respects to Matthew Guerra, the 22-year-old found shot to death in a car along with 18-year-old Savannah Soto, who was expecting. Services were held today for Guerra at Mission Park Funeral Chapel. His burial will be held at San Jose Burial Park. Services for Savannah and their unborn son will be held later this week.
So far, we know their services will be at Sunset Memorial Rosary for Savannah and Fabian. They're at 5 p.m. Friday. The burial is Saturday, but the time has not been established. We will keep you updated as soon as we know more.
I'm showing you this because someone DM'd me, actually a couple people. Mary with 100 stars. We have our first star sender and I think our first super chat, right? Did somebody? No, we don't have our first super chat yet. Jackie Chambers over at YouTube says, Chronicle, I'm a new subscriber. And I know you don't give your live time. However, I am deaf and I have no program for TTY devices to intercept. I respectfully honor you not wanting to announce. Oh, Jackie, I am so sorry. You're deaf. I apologize. Oh no. I wish I could accommodate you somehow. I'm so sorry. Can somebody relay my message to her, please? Through writing on YouTube. I'm so sorry. I do apologize. If you could, I don't know. The subtitles don't seem to be working, but it does work on Facebook. I do apologize, Jackie Chambers, and welcome. You're loved. You're welcome. It's YouTube and Facebook are amazing for the people. I gotta think of something now. Now you're gonna have me thinking to accommodate you. I'll try my best to accommodate you. Okay. So what I want to say is the funeral service is here. Someone DM'd me and they said, hey, Nove, I could take pictures of the funeral. You know, that was very considerate of you. That was very nice. That is. But I think that even with Matthew, I didn't show much of Matthew's. I just saw the casket, but then I stopped. I actually want to give the families just their time with their loved ones. We don't have the compassion to these individuals as how the father and mother for both of these victims would. So you know what? No cameras, no pictures, You can keep that to yourself. It's perfectly fine. Other YouTubers and Facebook people are going to show that, podcasters. You're probably going to hate me for this, but I don't think I'm going to be like them and show it. I just want them to have their time. You can imagine what celebrities go through when they have paparazzis all in their face every single day. But to lose a life and to have people in their face or cameras or anything or publicly displayed, I think I'm going to respect that this time. You can go watch other podcasters. I think I'm not even going to look at it. I want them to have their time. So I think I'm good. Kathy with the 100 stars. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's continue watching. Oh, guys, you don't want to go anywhere because I have an interview that I did. I have new information, a little bit. And we're going to take some callers, more theories, more investigation, and more of other stuff. Just like, oh, man. Mary Hopwood with 100 stars. You guys with these stars, thank you.
While the services are continuing this week, the investigation into their deaths, it is also ongoing.
News 4 San Antonio's Marisa Mendoza spoke with the district attorney's office, which says it's getting new technology that could help get through high-profile cases like this more effectively.
What? Wait, what? What? Wait, what?
While the services are continuing this week, the investigation into their deaths, it is also ongoing.
News 4 San Antonio's Marisa Mendoza spoke with the district attorney's office, which says it's getting new technology that could help get through high-profile cases like this more effectively.
New technology, I am not surprised because I use AI technology, open AI, Chat GTP 4. I love it. It's the future. I don't know why nobody's not using it. Guys, with the new technology, see, technology is not just like going like this. Technology is going like this. I don't know how. I don't know how we're getting it. I don't know if aliens came down and was like, yo, give me some bud and I'll trade you some technology. And we gave them like crack or whatever. I don't know how we're getting this technology. But let me tell you, the stuff that they got now to solve crimes, I just saw a video. I saw something that what my brother, see my brother, people in my family are more like army oriented. Like my family is just all army, military, right? My grandpa, my brother, my father, you name it. So my brother watches nothing but military videos and new technology and guns. And he showed me that the new technology that's coming out to either solve crimes or to end them. And let me tell you, these anchors this is why I watch videos like this. They are not lying. And I don't know what they have up their sleeve to help solve the Savannah Soto case, but they will not lie about that. And let me tell you, I got to listen to this. New technology. Let's go watch this.
Attorney's office, which says it's getting new technology that could help get through high-profile cases like this more effectively.
Intake chief with the Bexar County District Attorney's Office, Emily Angulo, says big capital murder investigations like the Savannah Soto Matthew Guerra case will be labor intensive for prosecutors.
When you have thousands of items of evidence, ensuring that you have everything is so important to the success of that case.
To ensure success, upgrading their evidence system is a must.
Since 2014, digital evidence, for example, has gone up 800%.
We learned.
What's the point of committing crimes if that happens? Wait, what? What is the point? You're asking to be caught. Oh, what's this? Hold on, guys. Give me a second. Hold on real quick. I get new information all the time, so I have to be on the lookout. I'm sorry. Give me a second. Somebody sent me something. Let's see real quick. Okay, I'm not going to show that. That's very graphic. That's someone getting shot in the head. We're not going to watch that. No. Thank you, though. I appreciate that very much. Hit the subscribe button. Yo, when I woke up this morning, it hit 4,000. Yo, you guys are crazy. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you so much. I'm like a kid at a candy shop.
The DA's office.
Let's go back. Let's listen to what she said. There's no point of committing a crime at this point.
Since 2014, digital evidence, for example, has gone up 800%.
We learned the DA's office hasn't had a tech upgrade with their evidence management system in 10 years. She told us having a system that is compatible with their biggest law enforcement agencies, San Antonio Police and the Bexar County Sheriff's Office, will help prosecutors go through evidence more efficiently.
Law enforcement will not have to transfer evidence to us, and we will not have to hunt for the evidence from law enforcement. We will all have one one basket that we will look into and see what evidence we have.
Just to give you an idea of how much evidence prosecutors have to go through, take a look at this. This is just from drug cases dating back to October, containing just preliminary reports.
That's all from October to now? What?
Not including any digital evidence they also have to go through. The DA's office receives about 60,000 felony and misdemeanor cases a year, but that doesn't mean they all make it to trial. But with a new evidence management system, it will hopefully prevent evidence from getting lost.
We'll be able to spend less time worried about the transfer of evidence and even the reviewing of evidence because it will be much more simplified. We will be able to spend much more time in the courtrooms processing.
So isn't this the perfect time for the Savannah Soto case? Like, they're doing this right around the Savannah Soto case. Like, they said that their systems have been upgraded in 10 years. Now they're going to do it with the new technology that's coming out. I mean, if you don't believe that this new technology is amazing, I'll let you Google Apple Vision Pro coming out February 2nd. That's going to answer all your questions. I don't have to say anything more. Google it. Sue M, she says, I love you in the amethyst wall. Keep doing it. Yes, she's correct. The color of, people were wondering what the color of my wall was. People thought it was like purple. It's amethyst. Everything you see highlighted, even from the back, that goes, is all highlighted amethyst. And actually, it's for a specific reason. A sad reason. All right, let's continue.
Prosecuting those cases that get backlogged in our office.
Once negotiations are finalized with the tech company, the DA's office will go back to Commissioner's Court with their final price tag. They hope to have a tech upgrade in the coming months.
In the coming months, right when the court, right when they're in, is it their indictment, correct? Their indictment. That is correct, right? That is their hearing. No, the indictment is for a civil court case, like yes, I believe so. Savannah had an iPhone. That's all the technology we needed. Yes, Judith. But Matthew's phone. So somebody DM'd me, right? I'm not going to say the specific person, but somebody messaged me and they said, hey, no, they have Matthew's phone. I'm like, wait, what? Matthew's phone? So there was someone who said, yes, they do have Matthew's phone. It was a video they made on YouTube. And I'm like, how do you know that? How do you know? So I watched some of the video. I don't really watch other people. I like to do my own research because if I do it, in my mind, I would try to extract from them. And I don't want to copyright or none. I don't want to do that. I like to do my own research. Sometimes I do like to watch other people just to see what they have, if I can somehow obtain that information. But some YouTubers, they don't post links to the references. They just say things. And that's fine. That's fine. Nothing against YouTubers. As for TikTokers, but YouTubers, the really, really high profile ones, they do their research and they're really good at it. I can admit that. Yes, they are. So I'm watching, I'm listening to this guy and he says this. I'm like, okay, maybe he'll say that he has proof. Something he has, he's going to say that. How does he know? So I'm watching and he doesn't say anything about how he knows. He's just saying this. This is something that they did not tell you. You get it? So I'm saying in my mind, well, he did claim that they have it. So I'm like, that's not good to say. I am not going to say that. I'm not going to say the police have Matthew's phone. We don't know that. No one knows that. No one. Only the people who are working on the case does. But he did say one thing that is correct that I said to you guys, that Matthew, oh, damn it, I'm not supposed to show that. Damn it, I'm not supposed to show that. It's okay. Matthew, they have Savannah's phone. Let's just say we, because, the public, we're the public, that's our system. I'm going to get to you guys stars. I'm going to get to you guys. All we know is that we have Savannah's phone, right? just because the detectives, Detective Goodwin, also I believe Knox is his name, they didn't say we do or we don't have his phone. But there is a video, and I have it up here. I believe they said it is the only thing we found in a shell casing. If I go back to that video, watch it with me, then that means they wouldn't have Matthew's phone. They can't lie on a legal document. Now, what they can do is not say what they don't have. They're not entitled to tell us anything. They have stuff that we do not know or have. And they're not going to do it until this is either solved or whatever the case may be. Even though, and if you guys really think about it, check this out. They got the killer, right? Christopher. They got Ramon. We talked about a third suspect. Maybe. He said, maybe, if there is. If they got the killer and they got Ramon, why are they not still telling us anything? And do you want to know why? It's because there's something else to it that they're not telling us. The third person. There's nothing else to it. Think about it. What is there more else? Another gun? A different location? They have everything. They arrested him. They even said it. They said, we are sure we have everything and enough evidence to lock and charge Christopher and Ramon. Okay, cool. People were like, the case is solved. Okay, so can you release things to us a little more? No. Can we have another press conference? No. Detective, no. Nothing. Because there is more. And I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, it has to be about this third suspect. Nothing was said at the beginning. It took literally this podcast to find that rag moving. Nobody cannot discredit this podcast on that. I'll tell you that right now. But if it took us to find the rag using enhancements, how come they didn't find that? Now they at first, they're the ones that said, PD, this could have been a murder-suicide. We were like, oh my God, wow, what? But they were wrong. Guys, PD could be wrong. Guys, they're humans like us. Yes, they went to school. We must respect their profession. They've done this plenty of times. But they are flawed. They're regular people like you and me. They make mistakes. They miss something. They missed the towel moving. This is why I believe that sleuths like us, and yes, I am. We are important to the case. Yes, we are important because we find things that we don't know. Yes, they have upgraded technology. So do I. I have a whole entire ecosystem of a studio that I built, systems that I bought with my own money to make sure that I can find things just as good or if not better than they can. Probably not as better, but definitely up to their level or standards. They have the tools that they can pull from history. I don't have that, but I can use the general public information and that'll be just enough for me. So this all ties back to what I'm telling you. I don't want to talk too much because I'm getting thirsty. Is that just because they didn't tell us about Matthew's phone, that doesn't mean that they found it, and it doesn't mean that they don't. But we will watch that video, and where they said specifically only about them finding something. And I hope so that, it was only Savannah's phone. I hope not, because I want them to have his phone. And this all ties back to them not saying anything. Because what else do you want more? If you locked up the person who shot you, they said it, and this video is so important. And we're gonna listen one more time.
Thanks for showing up.
Because he said it himself.
Obviously, come on up here, guys.
He said it himself. Listen, I'll tell you guys, listen to these key words. They will not say these things for no reason. Okay? Where am I going to? I'm going to go back to the updates. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is another update. This is the update that I just mentioned. And we're going to go to this photo that I updated. And I got the interview for you guys to listen to that I took today. It has something to do with Matthew. We got an interview coming up. It's an exclusive interview you're gonna get on Chronicle, and I thank the person for it. If you ever shared anything with me, interview or anything, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. Chronicle thanks you a lot. Rose with 100 stars. She says, "Thank you, for everything you do. I love you and listening to you. You're totally awesome." Rose, thank you so much for being a watcher and a listener. Thank you. Yvette Miller with the 126 beans. She said, "Just take it." Thank you, Yvette. Jeanette with the 100. She just puts the heart signs. So nice. Thank you. Daniel with 100 stars. Thank you so much. And nothing for Super Chat. Okay. All right, YouTube, you got my attention. I believe they're going to be careful on not compromising the case. Juanita over at YouTube said that. She is a member over at the Chronicle team. She's a member. She said, oh, wait, where's her? Oh, okay. Hold on. Give me a second, guys. I was going to highlight her comment. Remember, when you become a member on YouTube or Facebook, you get you get your thing highlighted. Sorry about that. This is what she said. Yep. She said, Chronicle, I believe they are being careful as to not compromise the case. And I believe that. And I believe that. I just wish that they can give just us a little more, because we, not me only, guys. Yes, I spent hours and hours on this case, but you guys are part of the team here. I would never take full credit, ever. So what I'm trying to tell you is, you guys help me tell me how we make big discoveries over the little things given to us. Imagine if we were giving even more things. Holy chicken strips. Imagine. Dawn, Elena with 100 stars. Absolutely love the channel. I would never watch anyone else. Dawn, thank you. You guys better stop with all these compliments. Especially you, Jeanette. All these compliments. A man's not used to it.
Right back here at home, the family of a man who was killed along with his girlfriend and unborn child weeks ago is saying its last goodbyes. They celebrated the life of 22-year-old Matthew Guerra.
And I'm going to tell you why I'm talking about Matthew, because it pertains to his gunshot wound. I got that coming up right after this.
Earlier today, as they gathered for his funeral, he and his girlfriend, 18-year-old Savannah Soto, were shot and killed just days before she was set to give birth to their child. Last week, a father and son were charged in their deaths. Tomorrow is going to be the last service for Guerra, and Savannah Soto's family tells KSAT that her funeral is going to be this Friday. Keep up to date with all of Santa.
So, her funeral is coming up, right? So, what are we talking about now? Well, people were confused, and somebody, the amount of DMs I'm getting is amazing, and I love it. I love it. Penny with the guy, Facebook, you guys are popping off with these stars. Wow. Remember, guys, when you send stars, you can get your message across, and you rank up in badge over at Facebook. Every time you send stars, you rank up, your badge grows, and you get more badges. The more badges, the more priority. That's how Facebook is. Don't kill the messenger. Mario Ramirez over at YouTube with the super chat. He says, thanks for your coverage. Fixing the audio yesterday, masterful. The interview yesterday, whoa, shows how scary things are. But thank you for educating. Mario, thank you so much, Mario. Starry Night, can you please DM me real quick over at Facebook? This is actually an emergency. Mario, thank you for the super chat, man. And you're so welcome. Thank you for being a watcher, man, and a listener. Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about this. People were saying, no, how are we going to find a little bullet like that on the floor? Well, that's the bullet. This is what went into the head. Kenny with the 100. Facebook is popping up. Stop it. Nah, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I thank you so much. Thank you, Kenny. I appreciate you. The casing is what's dealt after. So the bullet is in the casing, and that is the two separate things that separates, it's a projectile, okay? So, Hold on real quick, guys. I'm looking for a comment. That was you guys say very good comments and I miss it. Shoot. If you have a very, 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 very good comment, copy and paste it, okay? So the casing is this. That was what's found. The one on the left, that is what was found. That's in the car. How can Christopher miss something so important? The casing in the car. One casing for one bullet. It is never multiple bullets, okay, guys? That's not how it works. I'm here teaching you. I'm going to educate you. I also do my research before I go live to make sure I don't sound stupid. I like to be formally educated, okay? The internet is free. Education is free. You can do this research yourself. If I so happen to make a mistake, please kindly tell me and I will fix it up. No problem. Let's continue. The bullet and the casing. That projectile goes within the body. The casing is what goes off to the side. That is what was found in the car. So if all this happened in the car, he didn't take the time to do. A non-idiot would just take the phone out and do this. Because it was dark in the car. Where's the casing? Where's the casing? Where's the casing? Come on, come on, come on. Shoot. He didn't do that. Nope. He didn't do that. But if there's 2 wounds, where's the other casing? If it went through the head, where is the bullets that can ricochet off the ground? Chris, can we welcome Christine Andrews? She became a supporter. I believe so, right, Christine? Thank you for joining the Chronicle Club. We appreciate you. Hold on, guys. I got to send a very important message. Give me 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to send a message. So we're missing this. This is a big key element for Matthew's. I'm assuming, I believe he was shot not in the car. That is what's missing. So if the bullet does that, right? Where did the bullet go to? This is the hardest place. Now, we did this. Guys, I asked ChatGTP. I will do it right now. So you guys know that I'm not getting my facts is accurate, okay? A bullet wound to the head is the forehead, the most dense, hardest structure in the human skull.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions or...
When a bullet to the head is the forehead, the most densest, hardest structure within the human skull.
The forehead, or frontal bone, is indeed one of the strongest parts of the human skull. It's designed to protect the brain by absorbing impacts. However, whether it's the most dense or hardest can vary. Other parts, like the temporal and occipital bones, are also quite strong. Each part of the skull has its own role in protecting the brain. Is there a specific aspect of skull anatomy you're curious about?
Mostly the sides with a temple and the front of the head. Also, can you tell me about the back of the head? Because I kind of want to know more information about a bullet to the skull exiting.
Sure, let's talk about the different parts of the skull and how they might interact with a bullet. 1, temples, sides of the head. The temple area is relatively weaker compared to other parts of the skull. It's covered by the temporal bone, which is thinner and houses critical blood vessels and nerves. Because of its thinness, it's more vulnerable to injury. 2, front of the head, forehead. As mentioned, the forehead is protected by the frontal bone, which is thicker and stronger. It's designed to withstand impacts and is generally more resistant to trauma. Sorry, I'm having issues right now.
No!
Please try again.
I pay you $20 a month. You better get your shit together. Sorry about that. She's having issues, but she basically answered the main. Let me open up ChatGTP on here real quick. she answered the question that this is the most thinnest part. It is not as strong as everybody and their mother is using ChatGPT right now. This is insane. Sorry, guys. I use ChatGPT for literally everything, almost everything. And so this being weaker than this, we know that there were markings on the human skull when it comes to Matthew. So why am I talking about this? And how does this pertain to this? So depending if it hits a skull or not, if it went through the skull, I am not showing nothing graphic, guys. This is just a reference, okay? I want to be very careful here. This is a reference. This has what I'm about to show you. It's nothing graphic or anything in that manner, okay? I just want to be boom to boom. Okay. So if Matthew got shot in the side of the head right here, right? This is fake. This is not real. It went through here, exited out to the side, and it could have made not this much of a dent, not at all. Probably something like this. If that can be found at the scene, we got a match. Now you're wondering, how do you know the distance or whatever? I'm going to show you right now. And it was said in the affidavit, and as well as what the officer said, that how did he get shot? Guys, what video was that when the officer said that it was a close proximity shot? Which one was it? Was it this video or was it the other video, the first press conference? Let's have a listen.
District Attorney Joe Gonzalez to be here today and make a few comments at the end of this.
Because there was a contact wound.
And we'll make this short and sweet. I have most of the information I have here, I think you've already been privy to. I do have a little bit of new information. The information I'm going to give you, I will answer questions to clarify, but I'm not going to go into a lot of detail about anything else, simply because this is an open investigation and we still have a lot of work to do. So again, my condolences to the families of Savannah and Matthew. By now, everybody's aware of the incidents.
Just watch. I pulled this video for a reason.
Rehashing facts that are already known, but I will go over them high level. So on 12/26/23, our officers discovered 2 deceased individuals in a Kia Optima, and our homicide detectives at that point began their investigation right on that scene. Detectives learned that both victims were involved in the sale of narcotics and used their cell phones to conduct much of their business. Detectives collected the victims' phones, and with the help of the United States Secret Service, we were able to extract information that led to the development of a possible location of a suspect vehicle that was seen on the surveillance video. That occurred on Wednesday, 1/3/24. Detectives drove to that location and saw the suspect vehicle. They approached the home where the suspect vehicle was, and they knocked on the door. An individual by the name of Ramon Preciado answered the door and seemed to know why SAPD was there and cooperated with the investigation. Both Ramon and Christopher were home and brought to the SAPD homicide office for questioning. Murder. Ramon was arrested on the charge of abuse of a corpse. With abuse of a
I got to
corpse,
skip forward.
Altering, destroying, or concealing evidence of a human corpse. Ramon was also charged with altering, destroying, concealing evidence, human corpse. Detectives also conducted a search warrant at the home of the suspects, where evidence was recovered. There is still an active investigation, and I'm not going to go into too much of the details, as I've previously said, because I don't want to jeopardize the integrity of the case or make the DA's job any harder.
Integrity of the case. What we have a case for if you already found them. But that's okay, though. That's okay, because there's more stuff. Now I want to get to this point that I'm making. So we're going to switch to camera 2. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Everybody, please pay attention. Hit that like, hit that share. Okay. All right. Can you guys hear me? We're good to go, right? All right. Now, why I'm showing you this is because Christopher made a statement saying that he manipulated the weapon twice with his Kung Fu Ninja abilities with long hair. Whatever. He did that, right? He accidentally shot Savannah in the head, fighting over the gun, supposedly, and he shot Matthew, as in self-defense, in the head. 2 of them in the head. So that's 2 in the head, whatever. Now, it's a good and bad thing because that's a weak statement. It doesn't make sense and it doesn't coincide to the evidence collected. Now, in the autopsy, Matthew, right? He had a close gunshot wound. Didn't say anything about Savannah. So if this had to do with narcotics and drugs, how in the world was he able to get the gun to his head? Now watch this. And made contact with it. If the barrel of the gun made contact, depending on how close, check this out. Hey, look what Starry Night posted on YouTube. Look. Be careful what you wish for, punk. All right. Now, I'm looking at a reference over on my right side, which I cannot show you because it is very graphic. I mean, graphic. I'm looking at the level of degree of how close the muzzle was close to the head. Now, the reason why I'm not showing you this is because this ain't Rumble and this ain't Telegram. I can't show nothing graphic. I have to respect Facebook and YouTube policies. But I can make a reference for educational purposes, which I don't get demonetized. I won't get shadow banned or lack of distribution, which distribution is number 1. So, as a forensic pathologist would say, that if the contact wound for Matthew was the side of the head, which he made contact, it would look like this. Depending on how close it is, the gunpowder will be stained on the head. So let's do the contact wound real quick. So it would look exactly, I'm trying to really, so it'll be like a star, almost like a star opening. Okay, now we're going to upgrade that star. There we go. That's you know what that is. I'm not going to say the words or nothing. Use your head. Say it in the comments. You know what this is. That's the contact. That's the penetration. Now, this color that I'm using is a reference to 2. Either the direct contact, like what I showed you, of the muzzle, like this. Hold on. That, we're not finished. Also, the gunpowder. We're not even finished. Trust me. So this is the gunpowder. Hold on. Now, when shooting this gun, there is a high temperature, but with the gun, I'm going to show you. So when the gun comes out, it is this high temperature that comes out of here. High temperature. If this is located around where the gunpowder is, and if this area is cooked, meaning around where the bullet was, where Matthew, if this in blue, around where the muzzle hit, this area would be cooked. If the forensic team could take samples of this meat and be like, okay, that is a cooked area. Naraya, I see. Okay. This area will be cooked. This will be gunpowder on the outside. But if it was more close directly to that heat from the gun, remember, he said it was contact made. I didn't say that. SAPD said that. Can't you share them to your subscribers? Yes, Lily, yes. I'm going to share the graphic photos with the members on YouTube and the members at Facebook. I actually did show you guys those photos already. You can look at your community tab. Yes. What press conference? Did they say that? Okay, we're going. Wait, who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Hold on. I'm getting to the comments. Kevin, somebody said something. Hold on. Weren't you both sides above the right ear, not the left? Well, no. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to the affidavit. I got you. I got you. The affidavit. I got you guys. I got you. I'm gonna show you. I see we got a lot of new people here, and I'm gonna explain everything. Okay. So now, if the gun was not directly contacted with him, it leaves what is called like these abrasion collars. I don't know what you call it around the wound, but you have these dots. Kind of like what the gunpowder goes off. So we have levels to these things, okay? Levels. So this will be less contact. This with the gunpowder will be more contact. More contact. It all depends on how close. It'll be 30 to 60 centimeters. I'm looking at Google. It's called stippling. It's caused by the gunshot residue, injury, or burn. Oh, okay. So this is called stippling. On Google, it says gunshot wound. Oh, okay. This is actually from the forensic team website. Oh, wow. This is very informative. Oh, the gunshot wound of the okay. So whatever this gunshot is, the exit wound will be almost as double. So on this side, it'll be boom. It'll be doubled. That shows how close he was. And also the type of caliber used. I'm going to show you right now. Excuse me. It all depends on the caliber as well. I'm going to assume just a regular 9mm. That's what we're going to do. You know, just a regular 9mm. But let me get to these, all these donations. You guys are wild tonight. Lucuro Chavez with 145 stars. Thank you so much. Daniel, twice with 100 stars. Daniel, thank you so much. Bustos, love that last name. Sandy with 145 stars says, was it reported that they both had gunshot wounds behind the ear? We're going to get into the video. I'm going to show you. Teresa M with 100 stars. Thank you so much. And Sandy, thank you for the stars as well. Let's welcome Anna, becoming a Chronicle member. Welcome to the family. You get your perks for the family. You get a lot of perks once you become a member on YouTube or Facebook. So yes, I'm going to show that video right now. Thank you so much, EK. Sparrow! Janice Cave 65, GG4, Liz Rowe, Queen of Boys, and Clara. Can you welcome Sparrow? Gifted you 5 subs. Sparrow, you've been on a roll, brother. Sparrow, we thank you, Overhead Chronicle. I'm not putting any photos. I'm not doing anything. Don't worry about it. I have respect. It's an example. It's an example. It's an example. Blessings with the $2 donation. She said, thank you for your time and research, Nove. You are so welcome, Blessing, and you're a blessing. Thank you so much. Okay, let's look at the video, and I'm going to show you the press conference contact video, okay? I got you. I got it all taken care of. Sit back, relax.
The final piece of information I have for you is that the gun believed to be the murder weapon has been recently recovered from the suspect's home. And we'll share that with you. And Joe, would you like to say a few words?
Okay, I'm going to skip Joe when he speaks Spanish. No disrespect. I mean, not when. It's just because someone in Spanish said that he says the same thing. So it's the same thing.
Good morning, everyone. First, I want to thank Chief McManus for inviting me to be a part of this press conference. Before I begin, I also want to extend my condolences to the Soto and Guerra families as they are in the midst of mourning. They are in the midst of grieving for the loss of their loved ones. So I think it would be appropriate for us to give them the respect that is due them during this period. But I do want to say that as I mentioned.
Wait a minute. They said the phones at the first 3 minutes? Hold on real quick. Hold on.
Mentioned before, they will do an outstanding job in the San Antonio Police Department for doing an outstanding. In order to bring justice, let me get this.
We'll just say that we believe it's the gun that was used in the murder. As far as the testing and the ballistic results go, I'm not sure what they have yet.
Chief, can you help clear something up?
In this video,
we've had a lot of people. The individuals, it appears as if someone tosses the towel to Ramon Preciado before he.
We know that the towel,
door on the sedan.
but we're not talking about that right now.
How it played out, what can you tell us about that small part of the scene?
Yeah, that's something we're still looking into. It's something that's been brought up in conversation about this, so we're still looking into that.
So that could potentially be a third suspect or someone that was there while the bodies were dropped off at the apartment.
As the investigation continues, it could be. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it is possible.
If someone was there, if there was a second person in that truck, could they be charged with the same altering of a corpse or, essentially moving the bodies? Is that
they could be, but I mean that's something that would be determined once the level of that person's involvement is understood, if that is the case at all.
We saw videos of police activity in the house of the Preciados where you take the mom. Are you questioning her?
I'm going to leave that question unanswered. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Appreciate it.
Sorry, can you go over the charges one more time on each one of them?
Sure. So the additional charges that were filed were for Ramon. Christopher was arrested on a capital murder charge. Ramon was arrested on the charge of abuse of a corpse. Yesterday, Christopher was also charged with abuse of a corpse, and he and Ramon were charged with altering, destroying, or concealing evidence.
And as far as the capital murder charges, would it be 1, 2, or 3? Do you know about how many charges that Christopher would face?
It involves all of that.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and any further questions you have, you might want to just refer to the affidavit, arrest affidavit. Okay.
Okay, it's the same exact question someone told me in Spanish. Okay, now, it's 2 minutes in. Hold on.
High level. So on 12/26/23, our officers discovered 2 deceased individuals in a Kia Optima, and our homicide detectives at that point began their investigation right on that scene. Detectives learned that both victims were involved in the sale of narcotics and used their cell phones to conduct much of their business. Detectives collected the victims' phones, and with the help of the United States Secret Service, we were able to extract information that led to the development of a possible location of a suspect vehicle that was seen on the surveillance video. That occurred on Wednesday, 1/3/24. Detectives drove to that location and saw the suspect vehicle. They approached the home where the suspect vehicle was, and they knocked on the door. An individual by the name of Ramon Preciado, and help of.
Hold on. Let's go to this one real quick.
You saw the scene. The first individual's name is
Ramon Preciado, 53 years old. SID number 443-651. SID number 119. Individuals we just walked out today, again, is a father and son. The first individual is a father, the second individual is a son. They're going to be charged, the son's going to be charged this evening with capital murder, and the father's going to be charged with abuse of a corpse. So we do expect more charges to be pending. So I'm not going to go into the whole thing. We all know what kind of led us to this to where we are today. I will say that when we recover, or when the bodies were discovered on Danny Kaye, obviously the investigation began. SAPD detectives made that location and started collecting evidence. One of the key pieces of evidence that we did collect at the scene was Savannah's cell phone, and so that was handed over to our technology team, who was able to download some information on there. With the assistance of the U.S. Secret Service, we were able to get enough information, and so that information was given to our detectives today. With that information, the detectives were able to find a possible location of where the suspect vehicle that was released on that surveillance camera, the surveillance video, possible location where that suspect vehicle might be. They made that location, and sure enough, the vehicle was there. They did a little bit of surveillance on the video, or on the vehicle, and then were able to determine which house it belonged to. They went up, knocked on the door. The first gentleman, the first individual, the father answered the door. He knew why the police were there. Was cooperated fully with the investigation. We're right here to headquarters, and our detectives were able to start interviewing both the son and the father. Again, they were both at the home. They were both brought down here, and the interrogations began. Through interrogating the individuals, our detectives had enough. Based on what they said, there was enough information there to get a warrant signed by a judge tonight, again, to charge Christopher with capital murder and Ramon with abuse of a corpse. Again, there will be more charges pending. This is what we have right now. I'll answer any questions.
Due to the capital murder for the son and then abuse of the corpse charge for the dad, does that mean that you guys believe the son killed them and then the dad helped hide the bodies?
Yes. And so I want to touch base on something real quick. Since the release of the video that we put out on the 28th, internet has blown up with people sending tips and people just sending misinformation. There's a lot of misinformation out there. These two individuals are the only suspects that we were looking for. They were arrested. There were many names in it, and it appears that it was a drug deal. So there was like a drug connection to the suspect and the two victims.
When you say abuse of a corpse, can you talk about that a little bit? Was there any mutilation, or is that?
It's just when you hiding the body, moving the body after discovering that and all that kind of stuff. Yep.
When he killed them? When exactly?
So December 21st, which is a Thursday, just before midnight, is when the actual murders took place. On that. Mm-hmm.
And are they going to be charged for the baby? Because in the state of Texas, technically, they could be charged for a third.
Right. So like I said, there's going to be possible charges to determine on baby.
And do we know if she was dilated at all?
And she didn't make her appointment, which is why the family went to were killed at a different location, and then.
Did he say where exactly they killed them?
I don't have exact location. We just know that they were killed at a different location.
We don't know exactly their location they was killed. That's what he just said.
And then taken to the apartment complex to dispose of
and taken to the complex. So that goes to say, even with these phone pings, he just said it. They still don't know the locations. This is exactly why I do these lives. They still don't know. That's why you guys call in with your theories and I don't judge. Some people are telling me this house. That's fine. Show it to me. I want to see it. DM it to me on Facebook. Put it in the Discord. We got a lot of people on Discord. That's probably my number one source. Put it up there. He just said, and this is why I watch these videos with you guys once a day. It takes 5 minutes. He just said it to you. We're not finished. Watch this. And I'm going to go back to the 1 minute mark.
Dispose of the vehicle and the bodies. I know there was some Spanish questions I wanted to knock out real quick.
Sí, podría es el de drogas.
Respectfully.
Through the accomplice theory or the multiple parties theory.
Sorry, could who?
Ramon, the dad, could he be charged with the murders as well through an accomplice theory?
No, he was not. He was not there during the commission of the murders.
He was not there during the commission of the murders.
When you say drug deals, you mean were they buying or selling? Do you know what?
Well, I mean, someone was buying and someone was selling, so it was a drug.
So can Ramon be charged with these murders through the accomplice theory or the multiple parties theory?
Sorry, could who?
Ramon, the dad, could he be charged with the murders as well through an accomplice theory?
No, he was not. He was not there during the commission of the murders. He was there kind of, I guess he was called afterwards to help dispose or help his son.
Now, let me ask you guys a question. The SAPD was wrong about murder-suicide, right? Didn't they first, yes or no? Didn't SAPD first said that they believe it was murder-suicide, correct? I know I'm not wrong about that. Correct? Correct? Correct. Did they say that, yes or no? It could be possibly murder-suicide, correct? Now, this guy is telling me that Ramon was not there during the commission of these murders. But yet somehow your father comes in from the right side of that video, and I showed that. He comes in from the right side that leads towards his apartment. But then yet Savannah and Matthew goes to the apartment. So the one thing that I could possibly think is that, okay, let's just say that Ramon, let's just say that's true, guys. They have evidence that we don't. I want you guys to think for a second. Let's just say that Ramon Starry Night, who was the last one that became a member? Was it Blessings? Somebody recently became a member. Okay, so they said that, right? Law enforcement. Amanda Campbell and Scott Morales became a member. Can we welcome? And Mercy. Mercy, Amanda, and Scott. Jesus. Shout out to everyone coming a member on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much. Thank you. Welcome to the Chronicle Club family. They said that. Let's say Ramon he wasn't there. So that would mean that these murders didn't commit in the house. Wouldn't it? I believe that it did, in my opinion. But if they found absolutely nothing, right? They said nothing. Nothing at all. They found nothing. They said nothing about. So then where did the murders take? Where is it? Where did he shoot these people at? Where? What house? What alley? Where? That no one heard. No one in his family heard. If they are so sure of this, that's if law enforcement is correct because they were wrong the first time, could they be possibly wrong the second time, saying that Ramon wasn't there in the commissions of these murders? He said that, correct? Let's have a listen one more time because I know I don't do drugs.
With these murders through the accomplice theory or the multiple parties theory?
Sorry, could who?
Ramon, the dad, could he be charged with the murders as well through an accomplice theory?
No, he was not. He was not there during the commission of the murders. He was there kind of, I guess he was called afterwards to help dispose or help his son.
So he was helped just to dispose his son. This is exactly why I'm still doing this podcast, because this shit makes no sense. You rely on their pinging Savannah's phone. You told the public this. We're like, okay, boom, they got there. 2350. That is where Ramon is. That is where he lives. That is where Chris lives. But then you're telling me at the same time that Ramon wasn't there during the commission of these murders. How the fuck do you know that? How and in what way could you possibly know this? I'm reading comments from both Facebook and YouTube. Answer that question for me. Matter of fact, I'm going to flip it to you. I'm going to do the reverse Uno card, and I'm going to ask you that question. How? Him and his dad was not smart at all, Jasmine says. I think Christopher is taking the fall. He is younger and getting plea dealed. And Adoration, I don't know. My mind is popping corn. Starry Night says, right. So let's just say that the pings were faulty. It didn't work. That he took them in his car. I don't know, in some way. Where did the murders happen? If they found nothing at the house, they found that Ramon was not there during the commission. How do you know that if you don't even know where the murder is? You just said it. I'm not shitting on law enforcement. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm trying to make the mathin', because it ain't mathin'. Julie on Facebook says, I think they stopped to pick up from his house to go deliver the drugs to the stash house, and that's where they got killed. This is so difficult to narrow down because it just doesn't make sense. I wonder, is his dad is going to snitch on his son, Jasmine says. Jasmine, you should have saw the comments here yesterday and what people were saying on YouTube and Facebook about that. How about we let YouTube and Facebook answer that question? Answer that question of what she just posted. What do you think? They had days to clean up the crime scene if it was at the house. That's also what I believe. That's what I'm saying. Hopefully they didn't do it on carpet or concrete. But then they would test for chemicals to clean. You see what I'm saying? They would do that. You could test for bleach and Clorox and shit like that. But then again, it was days after, days. If you run water, you sprinkle water in the same exact spot, you can get rid of anything. Have water running literally for hours. Have the water still running on a little spot. Put bleach, clean it all, and have it. Water's gonna eventually thaw through that. I believe, all right, Lorraine on Facebook said, I believe the father and the son will not talk. Only those two knowing what's going on. Yes, but it's the fact of the matter is that this officer is telling me that Ramon wasn't there. Then why don't you check Christopher's cell phone records and cross-reference that? Because how the hell did he meet his father exactly behind that complex at the exact same time perfectly? This boils my mind. It does. Because it contradicts if you telling me this.
He was there kind of, I guess he was called, he was not there.
Well, through an accomplice theory?
No, he was not there during the commission of the murders. He was there kind of, I guess he was called afterwards to help dispose or help his son.
He wasn't there for the... That right there is going to be a little difficult. It's difficult for me to believe that. It is. It is. Luminol finds everything. Even if you wipe, you are going to miss a spit. JR says, really? I don't think the dad was there, Mario says. Okay, that's fine. Any opinion is welcome. Any theory. it's hard for me to believe that because the father came from the area. Okay, let's just say the father was at the house, right? Fine. The father was at the house. He really was. Where did the murder take place if the ping You know what I just thought of? I don't know why I didn't think about this, but holy shit. Oh, wow. I didn't think about this scenario too. What if the father, Ramon, was actually out the house and Christopher met them outside? Let's welcome Rosa to the family. Again, Scott, Rosa, Amanda, Marcy. If anyone became a member that I missed on YouTube, I'm sorry. I'm just doing a lot. Please forgive me, but thank you for joining the Chronicle Club. Your content is over at your membership community tab, and we're doing private lives every Monday. I didn't do it this Monday, but I got you. We're going to do private lives, and that's a fact. We're going to do that. Private lives for members only, exclusively. But let's get back to the case. Ramon, let's just say Ramon is at home. What if Chris has a car, but then that would contradict with the pings? Could he just killed him inside the car? But then how did he drag Matthew? How did he drag? He had drag marks. He had drag marks on his back. Matthew had drag marks on his back. Savannah, nothing was said about that. Both shot in the head. Chris drove to his house with the bodies. Sparrow says. Remember, Sparrow said that. Did they even research Christopher's car? Christopher's car is ancient. Here's an update on the car, by the way. Here's an image. Somebody clean up the video. Somebody cover up the car. And they said it wasn't the mother. They're saying it's this mysterious man. This mysterious man. Hey, Craig, are you in the chat, Craig? Craig, if I missed your comments or anything, let me know if you're in the chat. This had to been a setup. And this is the title of this podcast. This is so, I mean, if it was, I don't know. It's in a way that it is a setup. And I'm not going to claim that. I'm not going to claim that. He's here. Where's Craig at? I don't see Craig. Oh, I see Craig. Craig. So I didn't get a chance to text you last night because I had to do more research for the podcast. But Craig, I would say Craig is he doesn't, guys. This is a joke, but he's a worker for Chronicle. He's a worker for Chronicle. Oh, whoa, where's the camera? Oh, sorry about that. He's a worker for Chronicle. And he did me a nice favor. He went out and he went to go look at the place and more other places. Now, I didn't get to tell Craig more of these places to go to. I didn't get a chance to text him, chat. But
this is 6235 Wellsbrook.
He went. This is exclusive footage from him to me. We like Craig, yeah. Only Craig and Juan. That's it. Nobody else. And I mean that respectfully. You know what I mean? All right, let's continue. This is what Craig did for me.
This is 6235 Wellsbrook Drive.
6235. He went to that house where people said this is registered to the building. This is registered to the, the business, not the building, the business. He went directly there. And
here's the Abbey. I don't remember what relationship this was.
He went to Abby. So Craig, I actually have things, just a cup, probably just one place for you to take pictures and videos. It won't take much of your time. You told me yesterday, yes, I'll do that for you, Nove. I will have that done today, and I'll give it to you. Is that okay, Craig? Just, you can say no problem. I know you're busy. You got things to do. 100%. You are perfectly fine. But you told me that you can do it. Now, can you still do that or no? Look at Craig.
Yeah, it's legit. I'm actually filming.
I don't know why I find this adorable, respectfully.
Yeah, it's legit. I'm actually filming.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Craig, for doing this for Chronicle. You're so kind. And this is the images he took of Wellsbrook, of the location of where the father's business is registered. Because now, after what the PD, law enforcement, they said, oh, well, we don't know the location. You still don't know the location? You still don't know the location? And now you know there's a third suspect? That's even a deeper hole. Vanessa Ruiz became a supporter. Can we welcome Vanessa to the Chronicle Club? Welcome to the Chronicle Club, where you get exclusive perks, a lot of perks, actually. Lucia with the 200 stars over at Facebook. Facebook. Can we welcome? Thank you, Lucia. Luciana. Let's get justice for Matthew, Savannah, and baby. Sherry, that's what I'm trying to do. I've been doing stupid amount of research, hours and hours and hours. He took images of the home, as you can see here, 6235, where where it showed that the business was registered. But I could have sworn, guys, that the certificate where it's shown that the business was registered at Chan Drive, is that not correct? The internet investigation gets the job done. Absolutely. We're not done, guys. If you think for a second we're done, you're crazy. You're crazy to think that we're done. I got amazing people like Craig over here willing to do this for me. Exclusive footage inside San Antonio where Ramon, Christopher, the man got balls. He got Nove's balls, Chronicle balls. Tattoo your testicles with Chronicle, okay, Craig? Okay, so that's the car situation. I don't know who did this. I don't know. Is the house boarded up? No, Jayla. No, that's a good question. Supporter Jayla said that. Remember, guys, if you are a member at YouTube, you get your comments highlighted. No. This is member Jayla. She asked this question and her answer is no. Mary Bellman with the 100 stars. Congratulations on all your star badges, my star senders. Congratulations. And YouTube members, congratulations on your chat support. Okay, moving on. Let me listen to this beginning part real quick. Hold on.
I will say that when we recover, or when the bodies were discovered on Danny Kaye, obviously the investigation began. SAPD detectives made that location and started collecting evidence. One of the key pieces of evidence that we did collect at the scene was Savannah's cell phone.
One of the key pieces of evidence, maybe they did find Matthew's phone. Maybe they didn't take his phone. You see what I'm saying? Listen to his words. This is what we keep missing. Mario Ramirez says, does Facebook have memberships? Yes, they do. You have to click the bottom. Can somebody direct him to it? I don't know how it is. I don't have my phone right now. It's at the bottom left and you see memberships. And we'll do private lives once a week. Post, everybody talks. It's kind of like Discord, but private.
Obviously, the investigation began. SAPD detectives made that location and started collecting evidence. One of the
See that? Listen to this part. Listen.
And started collecting evidence. One of the key pieces of evidence that we did collect at the scene was Savannah's cell phone.
Now that blows my mind because if they would have mentioned Matthew's phone, they could have said both phones pinged, but they did not say his phone pinged. He has an Android phone, right? Connected to carriers. Why didn't his phone pinged? Facebook, we have a lot of people over at Facebook watching right now, but we only have 79 shares. We have 500 people watching over at Facebook. Hit that share button for me. That means so much if you can just do that. I tell you guys why, because I separate myself different from other podcasters. Again, I get the facts, period. No one can ever take that away from me. I have a good title on my head. Share it for me, like it, that gets it out there. The distribution increases if you just share it. Tag one person, share it to a group. How about that? Share it to your personal page. That's what's really good. That's probably the best way. Share. Facebook, that would mean a lot to me. We're almost, wow, you guys actually, you see what happens when I said that? And over 20, 30 something people just shared. And now we almost have to go. We need a little more. That would mean a lot to me. That's all.
And so that was handed over to our technology team.
So if the phones were given to the technology team, guess what? Even if that was even said or not, regardless, none of that was brought up in a second press conference about anything of a second phone. Nothing was even said about a second phone. His brother said he got an Android and he had his phone. Where's Matthew's phone? Where's Matthew's phone? Again, we're missing more things. So far, I'm trying to break down what people don't know, especially the new people on my stream. Some of you guys don't know what's going on. And I've been telling you about Matthew's phone, Savannah's phone, the contact wound. I think this was one of the most important things that I wanted to tell you guys so you can know the difference. And why? Because how close he gets versus how far he was can determine a lot of things. You guys need to understand this. You need to understand this. How was he able? And I'm going to say this again. This is why Christopher's story doesn't make sense. He's trying to get out. It ain't going to work. And it would continue to be to the third victim. Because if Christopher could lie, even regardless of Ramon, regardless if Ramon is cooperating or not, guess what? If he was cooperating enough, and Christopher was too, we'll have the third suspect. The third suspect is still on the run. This is why it all coincides with each other with this. It all does. Because there's no way you're going to tell me a close gunshot wound that produces heat that has left circular burned skin with stipples. And if there's gunpowder, the ballistic gun that they recovered at the scene, you match that with that, just a matter of days till we get that press conference and it says we have a connection towards the gun that we found with this and this. But let me tell you something right now. If for whatever reason they tell me, us, all of us, the family, that gun was not connected to this gunshot wound, there's another person. There's another person. Phone ping at the location. Where's the blood? Where's the blood? Cross-reference the drag marks on his back from what concrete? A smooth surface is not going to leave me scratches on my back. That's a skinny kid, 6'3", 100 and what? I would say, I don't know how many pounds he weighs. 160, I'm give or take, I'm just guessing. But for him to have scratches on his back it's a rough terrain, very rugged concrete. Where are these locations that you have yet to find? Where's the ballistics match on this yet? Because if it's not any ballistics match on this, You know? You can run, but you can't hide. Somebody says, none of the press conference say behind the ears. Exactly. None of the press conference. I know. Okay, guys, this is why I tell you guys, you got to be careful who you watch, okay? And I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to say it again. Be careful who you watch. Be careful. Even the fourth assistant in the back truck. Craig, it possibly could be. Drag marks don't mean scratches necessarily. Let me go to the affidavit real quick. The affidavit, excuse me. Okay. I'm going to pull this up. Boom. Boom. Hold on. The affiant in this is Detective Goodwing, right? Hold on. The drag marks on his back. Yeah, necessarily it doesn't have to be wounds. Correct. It was believed that the female and the male were killed in different locations. The female and male had gunshots wound. Wait a minute. Hold on, chat. Do you see this? Am I mistaking something here? Both the female and male had gunshots, wounds. Wait a minute. Hold on. Both the female and male had gunshots, wounds. Not a gunshot wound. Probably, okay, hold on. But only one casing was recovered. Hold on. Amanda L on Facebook said, I heard he was shot 6 times. I read this sentence as in gunshot wounds because it was plural. They said female and male together in a sentence. Could be a typo. Oh, God, more mistakes by law enforcement. I need to clear this up. Can we get a reconstruction of this, please? Female and male had gunshots, wounds. Where the fuck is the blood then? If it's more than one, where's the blood? And the male. It's definitely in the car. It's in the car. It's in the car. Minor blood stains in the car. Yes, I would think that those are proofread before being submitted. This needs to be a proofread again. Am I bugging out? Are you guys reading it the same way I am? Can you kindly let me know in the chat? Just let me know if I'm reading this correctly. I am not conspiracy theory guy, but I'm reading it the same way you are. Look at the words right here. I'm not kidding around. Right here. Let me bring it up to the top. I'll bring it up to the, oh my gosh. I lost it. Wait, no, I didn't. Top, right here, top. I can't zoom it in because it's not, hold on. Okay, I think I can. Okay, I got it. Second paragraph, 4th line, read. Both the female and male had gunshots, wounds to the head. Plural because 2 people in the same sentence. Nina, that's what I'm thinking. That's the whole time. Gunshots is plural because they are 2 people. But why they didn't say female male gunshot wounds? You get what I'm saying? You guys understand me? Why they didn't say female and male had gunshot wounds, not gunshots wounds. There's a key difference. That S makes a difference. Correct or no? Correct or no? Am I wrong or no? I hope everybody caught up. I hope people, other podcasters caught that too. Who's talking about this? That could work as well. It could work. It could work. So then that means that it sets us back even further because only one shell casing is found. Go fucking figure. Can we welcome Nancy to the family? Nancy, thank you for joining the Chronicle Club. Welcome to the Academy. Deanna with the 25 stars. Thank you so much. Unless he used 20. Oh my God. So people are saying it's a mistake. Not a typo either. It sounds like it's grammatical error to me. This is a doozy. Hit the subscribe button, guys. If you are brand new, hit the sub button. It's the red something button on YouTube. And on Facebook, it is the blue button. Follow, like the page. Do that. I would appreciate that so much. Like and follow on Facebook. You can do that, by the way. You could do both. Chris did say a war broke out. Amanda said they probably cleaned the car and forgot one shell casing. Christopher did say, let's read what Christopher said. Hold on real quick. Christopher said, read his Miranda warnings. Christopher Preciado reported Matthew and Savannah drove to his residence on Charlie Chan Drive to sell Christopher marijuana. Christopher went on to provide a version of events that were inconsistent with the evidence collected at the scene and from the victim's recovered vehicle. Christopher claimed the male victim pointed a weapon at him and Christopher was able to manipulate the weapon, resulting in a female being shot. Christopher then stated that the weapon pointed at him again and he manipulated the weapon again, resulted in the male being shot. Christopher Preciado's statement is inconsistent with the gunshot. Did you guys see that? Did anyone just catch that? Christopher Preciado's statement is inconsistent with the gunshot wounds suffered by Matthew and Savannah and the evidence located at the crime scene. Well, wouldn't you see that? Wouldn't you look at that? It took us a second read at the last paragraph to see what the hell was a top paragraph saying gunshots, wounds. Oh, man, it sounds messy. Yes, it does. Our South Texas says it sounds messy. You damn straight, mama. It does. Wounds. Gunshot wounds suffered by Matthew and Savannah. So it's saying two different things, gunshots and gunshot wounds. Whoever wrote this needs to get fired. I think it was Goodwin. Goodwin. What's his name? Goodwin? Winggood? I forgot the detective's name. So tell me how Got the man you had. I would never understand how he was able to shoot both of them in the head. I don't know that. I don't know. That I cannot tell you that how he did that. I don't know how he was able to get contact with both of them and shoot them in the head. I don't know how this child was able to do that. I don't know how, but that is the only, okay. His statement is so, in better terms, so stupid. Not only that it contradicts the evidence, but it doesn't sound it will hold up in court. It is not strong, and it doesn't make any sense. But that's the good thing, guys. That's not a bad thing. That's great. That's great. That's great. It's great because it's so ridiculous that you think the jury is gonna. No, it's not. No. Help, Nove. Can't figure out how to customize stars. Oh, shoot. I don't know how to. I probably should have taught you guys how to do that.
Court records show 19-year-old Christopher Prasadio's pre-hearing is set for February 5th. He's charged with capital murder, as well as charges related to allegations he attempted to hide the bodies. His father, Ramon Preciado, also faces charges he helped his son hide those bodies. His pre-hearing is set for February 6th.
And family and friends.
Okay. That's for the people who missed it, because I showed that at the beginning. Is everyone ready for the interview that I had? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you ready for the interview that I had? Is everyone ready? I'm about to throw it down right now. Let me see. Hit that like, hit that share. The interview is about to start. It's an exclusive interview that I did with somebody. The one that I had yesterday was amazing. It helped us so much. It was a person that I cannot disclose that told us that this person does the same thing as Matthew and his girl does. She was in the same, when I talk about the same, she taught us that it sounded like, you guys want me to replay it just a little bit? You guys want me to replay it? Just like the small little part? Let me know if you guys want me to. For the new people that's here, you do not want to go anywhere. I see everybody on YouTube. I see Mary, Cindy, Mario, Sandra, Judith, Christine, Vanessa said yes, 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 yes. Where's Ashley? Where's Jeanette? Where's the common names? Where they at? Carmen says yes. Julia says please. Let's see my YouTube people. Oh my gosh. Gigi, Sparrow, Karina, Monbrat, Hot Dragonfire. Love that name. Frenchie, oh my God. All right, everybody, don't go anywhere. YouTube people, can we get to quick 600 likes? Quick, so it can go around? Because I don't want to have to replay it, you know? I just don't want to replay it. It's an interview. It's not an hour, but it ain't 2 minutes. Okay, everyone's ready? Everyone's hit that share button? Okay, looks like everybody's ready for the interview. All right, I'm going to open it up right now. So, yesterday's interview was so good. So good. So good. Everybody's saying, let's go, let's go. All right. Thank you, YouTube, for hitting those likes. We're almost at, well, I don't know if people know how to do it, but you would have to on YouTube. Oh, she said how to customize the stars. Play the interview? Okay, I'll play the interview right now. I don't know how to customize the stars. If somebody could please. Oh, it's right next to the star link. So at the bottom, it says comment sent with stars will appear here. So if you send stars, your comment will appear all over the chat. You do that, and I don't know how. Sorry. Yes, because I need to go to bed. Oh, Rose. All right, let's go. Listen to this small little detail from yesterday's podcast, and then we'll move on, okay?
Now, San Antonio area is really big for like fentanyl, like Xanax, and things to that extent.
This was yesterday. We're going to move on to today's interview, but it's just a small part. Listen to this.
So good, but I mean, like, the money from what it seems like that kid was making, it had to be from harder drugs.
So yeah, he was so Matthew was making a lot. He was showing all over it, like social media, and he got shot at before. He got almost robbed. All this happened before. So he died a gunshot to the wound, and people, detective believe this is a narcotic gone wrong. Is that common over there?
It's common, or it can be like, I've seen examples for my situation. My ex had set up his own cousin and like stole 10,000 cards from him. It's just, they see people making it out here, they see him get money, and it could have been a setup. It could have been that it was someone that was close to him and they got envious of him, and that's how it ended.
So it's similar to Matthew's situation, how this happened to you. So your own ex set up his own cousin?
Yes.
And how did he know? Why did he set him up? Because he had a lot of money, right?
Because he was envious, honestly. Like, my ex was struggling, and he saw that, his cousin was doing good. He didn't want to help him, so he was like, okay, well, he acted like he was going to drop it off to someone, and then just robbed him. He got licked.
Where did he rob him at? At his place, or?
Yep. Yep, at his own place.
Wow.
Yep.
That is so similar.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And I noticed you said carts. What is that?
So it's like
EK.
weed. It's liquid weed, basically, that you need like a pen, or a chargeable pen to smoke.
But they deal with other high drugs, like high dealing drugs, correct?
Yes, but that's the thing. 10,000 carts. It's a lot of money. Like, you have to think of it like this: if you sell one cart for $35, and that's the lowest, people sell them from 35 to like 80. Do that times 10,000.
You heard that? This is I'm talking about. Jackie over at YouTube says 2 people each has a wound that makes 2 wounds, plural. It's 3rd grade English. Jeez. Well, Jackie, I mean, respectfully, if you want to talk about 3rd grade English, the affidavit actually says gunshots, wounds. So you tell me. Are you the English teacher? Can you please tell me then? Would you like to decipher that sentence for you, or I can send it to you via email screenshot? Let me know anytime. I'll provide links and references if you like. It's not my error. It could be the affidavit's error. Just saying.
Wow. So if I was to tell you the situation, do you think it was a robbery or a type of robbery? Do you mind if I explain what happened in detail?
Yeah, go ahead.
So through the facts that we know on the podcast, so Savannah and Matthew met up with Christopher, who was the killer. Went to his home, Savannah searched his address, went to his home, and when the detectives found Savannah's phone, it showed that that her phone pinged at Christopher's location. Now Matthew went to his house. So if Matthew went to Christopher's house, do you know what kind of deal it could have been if Matthew was buying or Chris was buying? Because Matthew has 30K members on Telegram, almost 40,000 members.
So it sounds like on that person's a plug. If they have 30 to 40K on Telegram, he's a plug. He's a very big plug.
So Christopher was buying from Matthew?
Yep, that's what it sounds like. It sounds like if the girl was there, it could have been that she went to do the pickup, or because it does happen sometimes, you know what I mean? But it sounds like if they both were killed, it sounds like it's more personal than business.
Because what we found out recently, a few days ago, that Savannah's also dealing as well.
Yeah, see, it has to be, because there's no way that she should have been there, you know what I mean?
Yep. See, look at all. This was probably one of the best interviews I have done in a long time. This person that you're listening to does the same thing that Matthew and his girlfriend does in the same area. Nobody has this coverage. Nobody. Arbery with 145 stars. Monica with 100 stars. Dean with, oh my God, it is a star battle on Facebook. I don't know what's going on Facebook. You guys are going wild. Guys, remember, you can, if you're sending stars, you can send a message. It shows all over the screen, the phone, everywhere. You know, you can send messages if you like. You know, just let you know. Somebody at YouTube said, how do I do memberships? You just got to press that $ right in your screen. You'll see it. It's right there. Oh, okay. Jackie says she wasn't trying to argue. She was some clearing and not listening. I know, Jackie, and I appreciate you. But you have to understand that there was a contradiction in terms within the 2 different paragraphs within the affidavit. So you can't get mad at people. It's what even if you're trying to clear it up, the affidavit doesn't make sense. You can't clear that up because we don't know what they meant. You can't clear up something we don't know what they truly meant. You know what I'm saying? But can we assume it was 1 gunshot wound to the head, each Matthew and Savannah? Absolutely. But if you're going to tell me it's a gunshots wounds, that can potentially mean multiple gunshots. But if it really did, they would have said multiple gunshots. They would have used the term multiple gunshots. But we don't know for sure, is what I'm saying. We don't know. We don't know. I like clear understandings through text to better understand what the public, you know, would want to understand. We want to understand these things. It's all right. There's a reason why they get these press conferences for a reason. They're not giving it to the rats in the street. They're giving it to us. So give us the correct spelling. Give us the correct information. Now, if you want to withhold information, I can see why you want to do that because you don't want to interfere in the case. That's cute. That's fine. But as for spelling, that's not hard. I mean, you people shoot guns. At least take an S out the damn sentence.
Right. So, and also, Christopher sells Xannies.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's fentanyl. Normally from like in San Antonio area to Texas, they cross it over from Juarez, and it's pretty big bulk.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you believe this is a drug deal, but it was also personal as well?
I think it was a setup, to be honest, and I think it had to be someone that was close to them because...
You heard that? It had to have been a setup. It had to have been a setup. All right, new interview right here, guys. New interview. Okay, so this is about... Hi, Chronicle community. No photo. How can we see the wound photo? There is the photo. It is there. It is there. This is the new interview today. You guys ready? So the person that does the same exact thing as Savannah and Matthew said it was a setup. Do I agree with her? I'm so sorry, guys, but in some way, it really does. It really does. All right, this is the newest interview. That was yesterday's interview, which was amazing. All right. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is No from Chronicle. I have yet another interview. We're here discussing... Hit that like button, YouTube. Hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Soto share it, guys. Share it. And I did many interviews like this as well, where I was discussing things with people who are very close to this case, or they do similar things, or they know things because they're around the general area, or people who actually know Savannah and Matthew, or connected somehow either through Matthew's Telegram, in which he sells narcotics, or friends, or family, or however this is connected. So I'm on the phone right now with someone live. This person's identity wishes not to be given out in any way. So right now you're hearing my regular voice, but this will be filtered out completely. And I will make sure that we are talking clear and loud for you guys to hear. Charlene, thank you so much. This won't even be no more than 20 minutes. Rico. This person believes that he has very important information and is related to this case. But all the information that you get here on Chronicle is going to be accurate, facts. And if there's any mistakes or errors, best to believe on the following video, I will correct them. Or it will be in the description of this YouTube video, live, or what have you. Okay. All right. So, hey, are you there?
I'm here. Perfect. Okay, so let's get started. Tell me what you know, everything that you have shown me and everything.
Okay, so a few days ago when I sent you the pictures, the screenshots that I sent you, all of that stemmed from, I guess you could say, me almost getting lucky, almost like a needle in a haystack. Full transparency, I have a cousin that was using Telegram like many people do these days that are people that smoke weed or whatever they're doing, And he just so happened to come across this Telegram that he had been using. He had been connecting with a group of individuals. We'll just leave it at that. And he was getting weed from them and maybe vape carts and stuff like that. And he smokes. He's a smoker. So he's family, and we're chopping it up. We're talking, and he starts telling me, I got some pretty good weed, recently, this and that, or, I got this, I picked this up. I said, oh, okay, cool. He's like, yeah, yada, yada. We just start bullshitting, right? So then he said, yeah, check out this channel. It's crazy the stuff that people have for sale now, because the whole game has changed. 10 years ago, people weren't using Telegram to shop. It was just somebody that you knew, and you'd call your connect, you'd pick up, score your bud or whatever your preference, your party favors are, and that's how you did it. So he starts showing me everything that, he sends me the link, I check it out, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool, whatever. And I kind of left it at that. That was pretty much the end of the conversation. So then, fast forward to the Savannah case and Matthew case, and I see that he's using Telegram. So I said, oh, okay, just like thousands of other people, everybody's trying to find clues, everybody's trying to kind of get involved and piece this together, So I start looking at Matthew's Telegram. I see the link online. I click on it, go, and I start looking at stuff, and I said, man, I remember there was a brand on there that he was talking about on the 21st, which was, it was a vape cart, and it was a Favorites brand. And I said, man, I remember seeing these same carts on this other channel that my cousin showed me. And I think to myself, I'm like, well, this could just be a coincidence. It's a big brand. Anybody can have that. But then I start digging a little deeper. And when I dig a little deeper, I noticed that this group that my cousin was sourcing from, right, for his smoke, all of their dates, when they were going to, have new product that they were going to release, it coincides with Matthew's release dates. All the product was the same, that they were showcasing. It was the same day. They would say, hey, I got this that's coming in. It's going to drop today. Be ready. And both channels were having that. So I said, well, maybe it's just coincidence. Again, maybe it's just coincidence. Maybe they just had the same product the same day. Who knows? This is, San Antonio. There's millions of people here. Who knows, how they're getting it, whatever. So I start looking again, and I search Matthew's friends on Telegram, and I see that one of these guys that is in that group, in that other group, is on his friends list. So I said, oh man, well, maybe they are, it's possible that, they are, tied to each other. And I started thinking to myself, I said, you know what, that could be it, but, thousands of people added Matthew's Telegram, and, out of curiosity, maybe he just added it also. So I said, well,
I'm pausing this. Yes, I'm taking phone calls right after this. So, just get ready.
On digging a little deeper. And I know that everybody remembers that one picture that that was circulating online about Matthew being in the car. This is when they were still trying to find the truck, the Chevy truck. And there was a Chevy logo in the background, and he was in the car, and he had a bag of some lean, some syrup. And so I see that he has, obviously I know Matthew has lean. I know this other group has lean, and they both had the same two brands on their channel. I said, okay, well, no big deal. It's probably just two popular brands. Well, this is when it gets interesting. If you slow down or you pause on Matthew's one of his videos where he has he's showcasing one of the bottles of lean, it has serial numbers on there. It has expiration dates. It has a lot number on there. So I said, well, man, let me go check out this other group because they had the same exact bottles. Let me see if they're showcasing the same thing. And I did the exact same thing, and guess what? The lot number was identical. The expiration, everything matched up. So it leads me to believe, right, that it's very, very possible that these were Matthew's suppliers. And now that doesn't mean, by all means, that this was his only supplier, but it almost kind of leads me to believe that if they're friends on Telegram, they've got all of the same, dates they're lining up for product that they're showcasing, and then they've got product on there that has the damn serial numbers are the same. It kind of, makes you wonder. It's like, hey, are these guys his supplier or are they not? So I start thinking to myself, I'm like, man, this is really interesting. He was supposed to re-up around the 21st and, start showcasing this product the next day, which was the 22nd, but obviously he didn't make it to that day. And one of those, and the brand that he was talking about was a brand that he had previously talked about before in one of these dates, like I said, and all those pictures that I sent you, you can reference that, and you can see how everything matches up. Now, does that mean that these guys did something to him? No, it doesn't mean that, but you just never know. There's always a possibility that somebody could be tied to somebody. I started thinking to myself, well, are these guys tied to Christopher? Did these guys supply Christopher, and maybe Christopher was, getting rid of him to Matthew or vice versa? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know enough. All I've gathered is these dates and these serial numbers and stuff that's adding up. And, I've also noticed that, that particular group happened to go out of town. They were basically broadcasting they were going to be out of town that week, the week of the killings. Which to me, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, well, shit, like that's like a good time to be out of town when this shit happens. You know what I mean? They're hundreds, if not thousands of miles away, out on vacation, and they've created an alibi. And hell, if something pops off and they've got heat on them, they're states away and they can just dip out. They can disappear if they catch any heat. So, like I said, this is all just my theory. Doesn't mean that, like I said, doesn't mean that they're the killers. Doesn't mean any of that. It's all just kind of, I guess, speculation on my behalf. But like I said, there are many things that do tie this group to Matthew.
Okay, so a couple questions. Did your cousin buy from Matthew directly?
No. He never bought from Matthew. He was buying from this other group that I was comparing Matthew's Telegram to. So there's two Telegrams, that group and then Matthew's. And like I said, I was comparing the two, and that's how I kind of was connecting the dots.
Right. Okay. And so you're saying that these two, I'm looking at the images you're showing me, and that you compare the serial numbers, and it is exactly the same as what was posted in the Telegram.
That's correct. So the numbers that were on that group's product.
And you're wondering, why am I telling you this? Why are you showing me this? Just watch.
Matches. It's identical. It matches right up with Matthew's product, and he has one of those guys on his list.
So Matthew showcases all these products on the Telegram?
Say again?
Does Matthew so it's similar to his? do they showcase these products on the Telegram?
Yeah, all of it's showcased on there, man. So everything from, from weed to vape carts, to you name it, whatever's hitting at the time, whatever they're trying to sell.
Okay. All right then. So my question to you is, have you looked at this Telegram yourself?
Yes, I have. So my cousin sent me the link, and that's how I started connecting the dots. I went.
So this individual was actually in Matthew's Telegram. In it.
Got into the Telegram that they had, and I looked at it. And like I said, this was way before any of the Matthew and Savannah stuff. This was just a conversation I was having with a cousin of mine that was picking up from them. And he was telling me, oh, yeah, man, check out everything they got. This and that. I said, okay, cool. And that was that. Right. So then, like I said, when all this happened, just out of curiosity, I saw that Matthew, when I joined Matthew's Telegram to kind of look for clues, and just like everybody else, man, trying to look and pinpoint stuff, see if I could see anything that, maybe I could spot, you know what I mean? Then I like I said, I recognized some of the products, and I said, man, these products look very similar to this other channel that I saw.
So all these products, I'm sorry to cut you off. I'm sorry. All these products, I don't want to forget this question. That's why all these products that are displayed on Telegram, could that inspire someone like Christopher to actually rob him?
Oh, yeah. No doubt in my mind. I mean, no doubt in my mind.
Because you saw the products yourself on Telegram, correct?
Say again?
You saw the products yourself on Telegram, and I'm assuming it'll be a lot, or like it's a lot of like.
Yeah, man. So you had another caller on here. I think it was yesterday night. And it was.
That's why I showed you the first interview just now. Now you get it? I showed you the first interview that I did yesterday because he's about to talk about the caller, because the first caller, who want to remain anonymous, who's literally doing the same thing as Matthew Savannah, that person said, it's a setup. He's the plug. Look what he says.
The young lady that was talking about her boyfriend or ex-boyfriend, that, the one that who robbed his cousin.
Oh,
right?
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah, so it's okay. So the same way that.
Wait, you can hear it, right? Because I know half and half screen you said wasn't working. Can you hear it or no? No, chat, help me with the stars. I asked you a question. I'm so sorry. What is your question? I'm sorry. What is it? What do you need help with? You could type FB, I think fb.com/stars, and you get like 90% discount on stars. You don't have to buy stars at a full price. If you go to fb.com/stars, you get huge discount, like huge. I don't know, 50 to 90% off. That's something like that.
He robbed his cousin for the vape carts. Anybody could do that to anybody else out here, and they can make a killing. Some of these guys are selling hundreds, if not thousands, of these carts. So do the math, man. You think, you say, X amount of dollars times 1,000 of these damn vape carts. I mean, they're making thousands and thousands and thousands. So yeah, it's the product is as good as money, because he could just turn around and sell it.
Right. Okay, this was very helpful. I didn't know that. Okay, so everyone could spot these narcotics inside Telegram. They can purchase it through there, and then obviously get in contact with them via Telegram or Instagram. And
that's typically like the new wave of drug sales. So like I said before, 10 years.
And somebody just said it also in the comments. Paige over at Facebook says, that's what Savannah's brother was murdered over for. The cartridges. It's all coming together. All coming together. Does Christopher know about Savannah's brother? Did Christopher do what they did to Savannah's brother? Did it to her? Oh! Everyone's saying that lives over there that does it says a setup.
Years ago, you might have had your connect and you call up, so you were introduced to him or however it was that you met him, right?
Alicia, thank you,
these
Alicia
days,
Sachs.
people, they go on IG, and just how Matthew did it, he'll put his Telegram link on there. He'll be on IG. He'll probably be showcasing some money, some jewelry, whatever he's going to showcase. So people get curious. Oh, he's got a Telegram link. Let me click on that. So they click on it. It takes you to his store, quote unquote. So now you go to his Telegram store, right? And you're like, oh, okay, let me see what I can shop for. Oh, I could buy some weed on here. Oh, I could buy some Xanax. Oh, some lean. Some weed, whatever it is, whatever you pick your poison, basically.
It's that.
So it's
that easy.
It's that easy, and that's basically like I said, that's like the new wave of drug sales right now, and everybody goes to Telegram. It's like a kid in a candy store. They can go and shop for whatever. Some people, they might have you verify yourself. Some people may not. And then it's up to them if they want to tell you, hey, meet me over here, pull up over here, or I'll go to you, whatever it is, and you coordinate, and then that's it. You're instantly, tapped in with your connect.
Right. That's helpful because I can see how Chris can see all these drugs and all this money, and that would inspire him to be like, hey, I need it, and I don't as big as what I think you kind of made me realize something just now. As big as Matthew was, and making all this money and doing all this, I believe Christopher knows that he could not have done this by himself. There's no way, even intentionally, or he shot him by accident. There is no way in my mind, by you telling me all of this, all these narcotics and picking a store, and you have to set up all this stuff to sell this amount of narcotics, and there's a lot of money. You will be a fool to try to rob someone with that amount of volume and popularity all by yourself. So I think you just made me realize something, and I appreciate that. And definitely, thank you for telling me this. Like this helps a lot, and I appreciate that. And is there any other notes that you think I should know?
Man, I'm trying to think if there's any other notes that I can drop to you right now. Man,
Jayla, thank you so much.
Not
for
that
the
I can
super
think
chat.
of. The only thing is I like you said, I don't think for 1 second that Christopher pulled this off alone. Like there's just no damn way.
Right. I mean, we already know that. We know that the father helped him. We know that the father helped him.
Well, I mean, they actually executed.
No, right, absolutely. But I'm saying like so what we already know is the father helped him somewhat, but could there be a third person? Of course, because we have the video footage of someone moving the towel. But the thing about it is that the towel plus now you telling me the telegram and how big this is, and how, and there had to have been a third person. We know it is, but what I'm saying is executing this, someone that's a part of it, absolutely.
I mean, to be honest with you, part of me almost believes that, Matthew and his dad, and not the Matthew and his dad, Christopher and his dad, I almost feel like they were just part of the cleanup. Like somehow he got sucked into it, but part of me, and the police even say, in some of their reports, they said, if things aren't matching up, like his story doesn't match up with the crime scene type shit. So that almost leads me to believe that maybe he didn't pull the trigger.
Really?
I mean, that's how I feel.
Right.
I feel like he got sucked into it and he was involved. I mean, maybe they offered him a lot of money and convinced him and brainwashed him.
Okay, now that I can understand. Like somebody else told him to do it, and they'll give him a portion of the money.
Yeah, I mean, there's a number of things I think that
they can do. Absolutely.
That they can do.
Absolutely. I believe I agree. I agree on that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, listen, thank you so much for this interview. I'm going to have to wrap this up. This was actually very helpful, and I appreciate you very much. And thank you for watching the show and contributing. And your insight was very useful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was very, that was a very, very, very good interview. Very good. So what does that tell me? What does that tell us? That, hey, Chris can also be paid for to do this. Chris was in his Telegram. The guy you just finished hearing was in his Telegram along with Chris. Oh my God. You seeing all those drugs and all that money, that's going to inspire you to do something very stupid, you child. Something very stupid. What in the world? Excuse me, my eyes. That story feels like it's missing pieces. We're missing so much. I knew Chris was in Matthew's Telegram. Yep. All right, guys. The PIN phone number is now on Facebook and YouTube. Text your name and I'll give you a call. You can't just call in. I mean, you can, but it's going to get messy. So I'd rather just call you. And then I'll give you a call. Please text me your name to that number and then I'll give you a call. It's so simple. It's so easy. I want to get involved. All right? All right, let's get busy. So they have a hearing now on the 9th. That is the update right here. We went over that. We talked about yesterday about his brother. Please make sure you have to leave your name in the text message. Leave your name inside the text message. Shelia says, play stupid games and win stupid prizes. Where's all my green members at? Where's all my green members at over at YouTube? Where's all my green members at over at Facebook? Remember, Facebook, you guys get priority. You guys get priority. Say that you are a member when I read your text message. Say that so I can call you first. Remember, you get priority. Say, hey, this is Samantha, Facebook subscriber, YouTube membership. Craig, probably. Chris wants to be a big shot in the organization. Probably. Yeah, probably. Okay, please text your name. Your name. I'm not going to say it. If you don't want your name, say that in the text. Research. Liz. Okay, so members. Wait, number Lisa Rowe D. Waller Bridge. I think you've been trying to get my attention, correct? Researchers reported that a threat actor claims to provide access to the internet servers of Telegram. It could be accessed. Oh, it can? Okay, good job, Liz. Thank you, Starry Night. You've been very helpful tonight. Starry Night is a mod for a few days. I made her mod yesterday, and I made her mod today before I went live. And I might make her mod if I'm a stream tomorrow, but the next podcast. She's been doing very good. Thank you, Starry Night. The affidavit has the wrong date on it. Yeah. I know people have been telling me that. Guys, hit that subscribe button over at YouTube. That means a lot. Hit that subscribe button. That means a lot. Hit that like button. Guys, we're almost at 500 likes on YouTube. Hit that like button. Big props to you, the entire case for so far. Thank you so much, Objection. I appreciate you. Thank you. Okay. We got our first caller.
Hello?
Hey, Margie. This is No from Chronicle. How are you?
I'm good. You actually just stated something that I was going to talk about. Not last night, the night before that, Duty Ron was on with the other guy, the detective, I guess he is, from New York. And he pointed out that the detectives that went to the scene where the cars were screwed up a lot of the evidence.
Who said that? Who said that?
The Duty Ron and the other guy, I forgot the other guy's name. The Crime Stoppers.
Okay.
Okay, so he said that they should have never put anything on that car. They put something to cover the window. They put something on the trunk. And he said they're not allowed to do that. What they're supposed to do, just like Brian Laundrie, remember when they found him? They put the tent over him and didn't touch him. So he said that could screw up a lot of stuff with the investigation.
Okay.
Why do you think that and then there's errors, like he said, the date. I'm just wondering if he's an informant or he's snitching. Cops and detectives don't screw up as much as these guys are. He said they could have killed the whole scene because they didn't even have gloves on.
They didn't have gloves on?
Nope. And then the other thing was when they picked up the car. The truck with the tow truck. Same thing. The guy get in the car, no gloves, no nothing, touch the handle.
Interesting.
Something ain't right. Something ain't right with this case. I have a funny feeling he's an informant or he's snitching and made a deal not to go to prison for life. But at first, if you remember the first interview, they said they were going for capital murder. And then there was, I think the second one, they said that people were asking about the death penalty. And he said, well, it's going to be one or the other. But we're not sure yet on which one it's going to be, but we are going to try and get the death penalty. Then the last press conference, the other guy that was there, not the cop guy, there was another guy there that did the translation, that guy. He said, we don't know if he's going to go for life in prison or the death penalty. We have to wait. Why does it keep changing? That don't make no sense to me.
Okay.
But if he is a snitch and and he's going to sell out the big guy,
who's a snitch?
Christopher.
Okay.
If Christopher's willing to snitch and his dad.
Snitch on who?
Wherever the big guy is with the drugs. Whoever they're getting. Now, remember, they said that Chris was dealing too.
They're saying Chris pulled the trigger. They're saying Christopher pulled the trigger.
No, but what I'm saying is they stated that Chris was dealing drugs too.
Okay.
So he may be snitching on his supplier.
Oh, you're trying to say he'll get a lighter sentence by snitching on other suppliers?
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Or maybe he's been an informant giving info. Something ain't right on this case.
Okay, that
Even
part.
Judy Ron said that.
Okay, but that part is a little difficult because you can't be an informant and then also kill people. You're an informant.
No, I'm not saying. Right, but I'm not saying that. But I'm going to give you an example.
Okay.
They hire him as an informant.
The killer.
You're allowed to carry in Texas, right?
Okay.
So he just happened to have his gun on him, not expecting a fight to break out. He's just going to get intel. But then something breaks out, and this happens.
Okay.
That's possible.
Okay.
I just think that the police are trying to screw up this case.
Okay, and why
There's
do you
too many errors?
And why do you? And again, I'm not contesting you because I don't believe you. I'm contesting you to try to better understand your theory.
He's giving them information. They want like a big dealer.
Right. But do me a favor. Give me names though. Christopher. Christopher's giving them information.
Yeah, I believe Christopher and his dad
Ramon
are giving the police information on big drug dealers.
So they can get a lighter
They're
sentence.
suppliers. So they get a lighter sentence. Or Christopher was an informant, not expecting this to happen. They just so happened to maybe get into an altercation. Or maybe somebody owed somebody money. and things like that. But nothing is right about this case. There's too many screw-ups. Even the date. Like, how do you screw up on that? And then, like, the people had to ask questions when he should have gave them. Remember, he said that they were charged. They were bringing up Matthew and Savannah. They weren't even bringing up the baby in that interview. And then one of the media said, well, what's going to happen? Are they going to get charged for the babies? That too? Why were they going to leave that information out if nobody asked it?
Right,
that's another death. How could you screw up on something like that? There's just a lot of missing information, and they're not giving you anything real unless they're asked. So they were probably told, don't give information unless it's asked. This is what you give.
So
very minimal.
Right. So you think this goes deeper than what it is, correct?
Oh, yes. Yes. I honestly feel like for some reason they're trying to protect Christopher. It just seems that way. There's too much. How does a cop not know you don't put plastic or the vinyl, whatever that was? How do they know you don't put that on a murder scene? You don't have to be a detective to know. I would know that. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, I ain't touching nothing until the proper authorities get here. Even the trunk, why was the trunk open a little bit? They didn't even talk about the trunk. They only talked about Savannah being in the front seat, Matthew being in the back seat. I want to know what was in that trunk. Because people are saying, if it was a drug deal that went wrong, how much did they have?
Yeah.
And what was in that trunk? They're not talking about that either.
Right.
They left it open. Now, if they opened up the trunk, and even though they weren't supposed to, and there was nothing in there, don't you think they would have closed it?
So what you think there was in the trunk?
I don't know, but I know that they're trying to... Something's going on with Christopher. My guess is that this kid is not going to get charged the way he should. Because they fucked up so bad. Because now you got more prints. And dude, that guy that did the show said that even moving the truck, and he said, and they asked about the towel. Now, remember we were saying that when they threw the towel, it was to wipe off the prints? He said that didn't wipe off the prints, that just smudged them. He said that wouldn't take the prints completely away.
Okay.
And he said that other person, we're all questioning that third person. Their prints have to be on that towel. Where's that towel?
Yeah, that's what I was saying when last week. Yeah.
But my honest opinion is, I think they're trying to. I don't know why. I'm just giving thoughts.
No, you're fine. You can totally do that on the show. You can say anything.
Right. Something ain't right with this case. Cops don't screw up like that. And they had detectives, everything.
Yeah.
On Carlos's video yesterday, even he said it, and they were showing videos. He goes, if you watch him, he gets in the truck, the tow truck driver gets into the truck, or no, the cop got into the truck, pulled it out of the driveway, which means he actually sat in the car. He just tampered with evidence. And then got out of the car, and then they pulled the car up onto the flatbed. Please don't mess up like that.
Right.
No way.
Right.
Something's fishy.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
No, right. And no, absolutely, Margie. Yeah. I totally understand that you just don't want people messing up, like tampering with the evidence that could have helped with this case. You don't want them jeopardizing. Okay.
Yep. If it's not those two theories that I just came up with, I'm going to go with what your last caller said. Christopher may not have done it. He may be taking the rap for somebody for whatever reason.
Right.
Maybe he owed money. And they said, oh, well, if you do this for us, then we'll be clear. We'll be square.
Right.
So, but there's a lot of different things. But my guess right now is Christopher is not going to end up life in prison or the death penalty because they screwed up all the evidence. That's going to be my guess.
Right. 'Cause
We'll see in the end, but just my theory.
No, right. I respect it. Love it. I see you've been paying attention a lot and you've been watching, and I really appreciate you so much. Good job.
And wait, one more thing that I noticed. Remember the interview where they said that Matthew's dad went in the house and there was a candle lit and everything?
Yeah.
Okay. I sent you earlier an interview with the mom.
Right.
The mom said that she was there in the morning. When she didn't get Savannah in the morning, she went there. They got in through the window. When they went inside, they went to see if Savannah. I guess the son was with her. I think it was the son. And they were thinking maybe they're sleeping, but we want to check on her. Because remember, she said she couldn't get on the phone. She said that the baby's bag was there, packed up and ready to go. They weren't there, so they left. And then later on, they went to the hospital. Why didn't the mom see the candle lit? That would be the first thing any mom would think. Like, why the hell would she leave the house with a damn candle lit? The mom never mentioned the candle.
So, what are you thinking?
Isn't that weird? Because the dad said there was a candle on, and he went after her. Could somebody have been in that apartment between the mom and the dad before the cops came? And do you think that Matthew would leave the window open with drugs and guns in the house?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Margie.
This whole case is screwed up. I mean, is it me, or if you went into your daughter's house and you saw she left the candle, isn't that the first thing you're going to recognize? Well, if you're walking through the house looking for her, and she's not there and a candle?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I'm not saying the parents did anything. What I'm saying is, I'm wondering if somebody was in that house and put that candle on.
Why would they put a candle on?
I don't know. But why wasn't the candle on when the mom went there? They were already dead. That was the day that they found them. I mean, that was the day that they were murdered, the day after they were murdered.
Yeah.
Well, no, the day she went to the hospital. My bad.
Yeah.
The day she went to the hospital.
She was supposed
That's
to
why
have
they
the
went there.
appointment, the day of their appointment.
Right. But so they were already dead. Mom didn't see a candle. She didn't bring up the candle, but Dad did. So that's why I'm saying, could somebody have went there after Savannah's mom? And then the dad came and saw the candle on, that maybe someone was in the house between those two going there? And why would a window be open? That's just messing. Like, I don't get that. That doesn't make sense.
Thank you so much. This is a lot of you have a lot of you've been wanting to say this for a while. I can tell you had a lot of things to say.
But anyway, that was just my thoughts, and I thought I'd bring it to your attention.
No, thank you so much. That was wow. You've been really thinking here. I'm impressed. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, because I'm seeing all the videos.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's somebody opened up there's an account with Savannah's name, and get on Facebook, and it's like mocking her death.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Can you show me that account? Can you DM it to me?
Yep. I will get it and I'll send it to you.
That I appreciate. Thank you very much. I appreciate you.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye. All right, guys. Next caller. Next caller. I would appreciate you. You can use the number, text your name. Text your name and I'll give you a call. We're talking about the Matthew and Savannah case. Yeah, she's going to send that account to me, she said. So I'm going to take a look at that if you guys want to look at that. Oh, why is it always that sound? Yeah. I didn't think that. I was looking at it earlier. Keep it Ania, thank you so much for that observation. I appreciate that so much. Damn, this is sad. Guys, when you text the number, right? You have to text the number, your name. Text it. Text your name. If you don't want to give your name, just say, I wish not to give out my name. Sounded like dial-up. Shout out to all my green members at YouTube and Facebook.
Please leave your message for 5.
Okay. Guys, the phone number is used for calling. So, okay, you see the phone number that I pinned? If you wish to call in, right? Text that number. That's what it's for only. If you wish to share information, share that with me on Discord and Facebook. That's two separate things. I would appreciate that very much. So Discord and Facebook is used for messaging or viewing the podcast. YouTube is for viewing the podcast. The phone number pinned on both Facebook and YouTube is strictly used for phone calls. That's it. So like if you see the pinned phone number, get that number and be like, okay, hey, this is Teresa. That's it, done. Like, or so I can call you. You're such a sweetheart. You took heed to your raising. Katrina, so nice of you. I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. Okay, I got the images that someone sent me. This is the fake page of Savannah. Okay, let's have a look. This is the fake page of Savannah. Wow, people are actually. Let's look at Savannah's page, the fake Savannah page. Please, if I show you this page, do not go on it. This is the fake Savannah page. Guys, we're going to look at it right now. This is the fake Savannah page. Hit that like, hit that share. I don't know who did this or what it is, but what the fuck? What the fuck? What? What the fuck? People, why are y'all following this? What is wrong with y'all? If you're following this page, unfucking follow the page. You're chasing I don't understand this. This I don't understand. Wait, what the hell is going on? Why are all y'all following this page? You're giving the person clout. Unfollow. Jesus. This is ridiculous. The first post that I see. What the fuck is this? Joined November 20. This is an old page. This is an old page. They converted the page into this. This is fucking sick. Our last stop was to buy some weed. That shit really took us to cloud 9. What? I forgot to shave my cooter before I died. What the fuck? What is this? I failed you, Fabian. I was busy living thug life instead of starting my mommy. People are sick. What the hell? You shot. You share a lot of Karen Mendoza. There's actually a way to find out who page this is. There's a way to actually find this out. There's a way to find who's responsible for this page. Metadata. When I said megadata the last couple of days ago, it's called metadata. I don't know why I said megadata. I'm so sorry for that typo. It's metadata. Metadata. But it's more than that. You can do a lot more than that. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely disgusting. Disgusting of a page. This page is disgusting. It's okay. God don't like ugly. God don't like ugly. I tell you that right now. God don't like ugly, y'all. We need 4 more subscribers to hit 200, guys. Hit that subscribe button for me if you're brand new. Hit that like. Smash, 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 like, guys. You can just, it's just, yeah, you know what to do, guys. We have done so much. We got another caller. Let's get involved.
Hello?
Hello, Marie. This is Note from Chronicle. How's it going?
Hi.
Hi. Where you calling from?
I'm calling from an undisclosed location.
Oh, okay.
I want to be private.
Oh, that's fine. I was wondering the state, but that's fine. It's okay. You're fine.
Oh, I was supposed to say that in
No.
a text. I'm sorry.
No. You're good.
Okay.
Marie, you're good. You're good. What's up? How's it going? I hope you're enjoying the show.
I am, and I never catch a live show. I'm so happy I did.
Oh, it's so good to have you. But don't worry about it. I'm going to be streaming earlier. I hope that is good for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I like to say thank you. You put a lot of work into this. I think it has a lot of us. It's on our mind, on our heart. It's just like, I don't think we're going to give up until they really put out everything, what's going on. I just think there's way more that they're not telling us, which I get it because they don't want to, interrupt the case or whatever.
Right.
Because there's just so many different theories and so much going on, and people are sick in this world, just like that Savannah page, and like there's some crazy people, and so they don't want anything, they don't want to disrupt the case. So I get it, but I believe when it comes out, it's gonna blow all of our minds. I bet it's something we didn't even think about.
Right. Hey, you're probably right. Well said, Marie. Well said. You're probably right.
I almost feel like maybe it's tied to the guy who killed the brother.
Probably yes. Probably so. Probably so, because he had beef in 2022, and there was a fight in the courtroom, and maybe Chris was friends with him, and then him and Chris was together. That probably was the third person in the truck. Probably.
I mean, it's so much that it could be. But I just, to me, I feel like it is something to do with the dad, because what gets me is the timing that they're saying everything happened. Like me, I have children. If my son called me or came in the house and said he just killed someone, I don't think I would have reacted that fast to say, let's go put the bodies here and do this. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you would still be in shock. Like, and the timing of how everything happened, there's no way that the dad is, there's more.
Right.
And then also I feel like, too, when the police came to the house, the way they said the dad, instantly was like, "Oh, you're here for my son," and like he kind of, I feel like he distracted them from coming in the house and wanting to, mark the house as a crime scene. Like maybe that's why he gave it up so quickly. I don't know. It just seems like there's more.
Right. Excuse me.
And definitely more with the dad.
Ramon. Correct. Right. There's
definitely.
Oh my God. Hold on real quick. Give me 1 second. I just saw something in the video. Go ahead. Continue. Go ahead.
I just, like, the dad just so happened to have a towel in his truck. You know what I mean? Like, the dad just so happened to tell him, I feel like it may have been the dad who killed them. It could have been, because you think, okay, I think there were bushes in the front. It probably was dark. So they pull up. Maybe Christopher said, his dad was the one who had the money. They both get in the car.
Right.
I don't know. It's because there was only one casing. So that's where I heard the other night when you were saying that maybe Matthew went in the house. And maybe that is what happened.
Yeah, possibly.
He went to hit the cell. He goes in the house. Boom. Maybe the brother killed him. They figure out that Savannah was in the car. So now somebody runs to the car to act like anything. They get in the back seat, which rule number 1, you never let anybody get behind you. And boom, must have just shot her.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of scenarios that take into play here, and we just don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? You just don't really know. You don't know.
And Christopher, like, I keep looking at them videos of him. He don't look like no killer. Now, he does look like a jealous type, Now,
give me your opinion. What do you think would happen? What you think the best scenario you can come up as possible? What do you think?
I think that there's more to it. I think is some cartel, something, and the dad had Christopher go on his telegraph, tell him he wanted something, lured him to the house. He came in the house with the shit. Boom, they smoke him. They find out Savannah's in the car. So now they go out to the car, and then they get in the car, instantly smoke her. And then now they got to drag they robbed Matthew because they didn't say Matthew had any drugs. He didn't have no gun. He had no money. They didn't find nothing. So yeah, they robbed him. They had to have robbed him. And then they went to the drag marks probably came from trying to get him in the car on the side that's not in the street, because mind you, they're still trying to be discreet about this. But somewhere along the line, it was planned out.
Yeah, I understand.
Before he came.
Okay, so
it just Savannah wasn't supposed to.
So more like a setup.
To go.
You believe it's a setup?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Because they never said they found any money on him or drugs. They just said a drug deal gone bad, but they never said they found drugs.
Right. I completely.
So where
understand
are the
that.
drugs at?
Yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right about that. Where's all the shit? I mean, then again, they didn't tell us what they didn't find or what they did find. He just left it out. So we don't know technically what was found. But
They
if they
said
found
that Matthew didn't have a gun on him. And the way the dad was saying it, like he didn't leave home without it.
No, they said that there was no other gun found. There was no gun found. There was no weapon found, but they found a shell casing. That's what they found. So, again, you could be right about that. But there's so many different...
But look at it, too. The amount of volume that Matthew was doing, there's no way Matthew was riding around selling drugs and didn't have no type of pole on him.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Absolutely. You're probably right. You're probably right. We don't know. We don't know. But I can understand that theory, absolutely, because he has so many followers and members. He deals with drugs. He does it for a while. He makes a lot of money. He's a drug dealer, 100%, 100%. And even Savannah also has supplies herself. So I can see that. I can see that 100%.
And I heard at one point someone say something about he had an open case and something about him snitching on someone.
Well, that was a theory that someone said that he snitched and this is why he died.
Oh, okay. The only open case he had was from the DV with her and stuff.
Correct. It was in 2022 and
right.
Yeah. Correct.
But then too, I heard the other lady, she was kind of onto something too, because there was a lot of compromising things. Because I watched another channel, Duty Ron, those detectives, and there were a lot of compromising things they did do, like involving into a crime scene. That I don't know if that can get thrown out or how that works.
Right. So this crime scene that I've been looking at right now live during with you, and so they are not entering the car because they don't have a warrant. They're waiting for a warrant to be granted because they have enough. I mean, somebody's dead, so they need that warrant to go inside. They need that. So they don't have. The one thing that I can agree on is that they don't have no gloves, but I can see how they are very careful when we're not touching the car. So with the car being here, being found and all that, I can see how okay, so I'm going to be honest, and people are not going to agree with me, but things are run different in per state. They just have different practices.
Okay. And I was thinking that too,
yes,
right?
It's very true. One state, he's an NYPD man, I believe. I don't know, somebody told me that. And I live in New York City all my life. I live in New York City all my life. You know what I'm saying? So I even seen them moving with their feet. I seen that. You know, it may not be ethical, it may not be correct, it may not be go by the books, but it has happened. Now, what they're doing here, I'm really paying attention now. They are being very, very careful. In my opinion, they are being very careful when not disturbing the crime scene. The only thing that I can see that I believe that the reason why they put that block on the roof is because of the helicopters not looking inside. I'm assuming that is. I don't know what the reason is for looking to doing that in the back, but not the front. I don't know that. I don't know, but
right.
But I'm looking very closely, and we have the same angle as all the other people that's watching, and they are being stupendously careful. The only thing that I seen that they did was put the glass of their flashlight onto the glass, which that doesn't do anything. You would need like fingerprints, and I haven't seen. I'm studying this whole thing right now. And they are very careful. Oh, wow. Okay, good job, officer. Yeah, put the car right. Crime scene unit.
But then it almost seems like they would have, if they were doing everything careful, why didn't they do fingerprints? They would have picked up the killers right away.
Who said that they didn't? We don't.
I mean, I never heard anything saying they did.
Yeah, but it goes to show you what I said earlier. Just because you haven't heard of it, it don't mean they haven't done it. They're not going to tell us. They don't need to tell us. This is their crime. We are civilians and pedestrians. Who are we? Are we their mama?
And it's an open investigation, right?
Exactly.
I get it.
Yes. So now you understand. So I understand some of the things that people understand, but even you could be respectfully, you could be a professional at your field, but it depends on the state and it depends on your level. There's certain things that Secret Services can do that you won't. It's none of your business. It's none of your business. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna sit here and bash these officers and this homicide and Detective Goodwin. I think that's his name. You know, I can't bash them without me actually seeing, looking, watching the scene, checking on their state. Like per state is different. You know, things are road different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I totally understand. I do totally understand how, like, you know.
Do we know if the dad bailed out?
No, I debunked that. No, I debunked that 2 days ago. He was not bailed out.
Okay.
No,
okay.
It was just a transfer. I even showed it today on screen. He hasn't been bailed out. The only thing that's been shown was his hearing, and he has something on February 6th as well. Christopher has something February 5th, which is their hearing.
Okay, cool.
You have any?
Okay, well, keep up the good work. I just wanted to. I've been watching you, so you're doing a great job.
Thank you so much, Marie. I appreciate you, and bless you.
No
wherever
problem.
you're from, and have a beautiful night. And thank you for watching.
You too. Okay. All right. Bye.
this is why opinions mislead others. Nick, it can, as long as this is why I tell people, you in my show, you can say what you like. Just note that it is an opinion. Note that it is a theory. Creating these scenarios is a great thing, but stating that they're fact and they're not is a terrible thing. So, Nick, I understand what you're saying, but this is why I tell people opinions are fine, but and I find this a lot on TikTok. This is why I say TikTok is dangerous. It's because people would literally watch something without these content young creators. They'll just easily be like, oh, this happened. Look. No, they touched this. They did this. And then what happens? It's like that game of telephone. You tell one ear, they tell the next one, they tell the next one. It comes out different. Just alleged, okay? Theories, alleged. You know what I'm saying? I can't listen to this. I don't like video. I do like the video on the scene. I can't listen to this. I don't understand, Nick. I don't. I have to study this video because I did not. These cars are so corny. It's going to drive right up. Crime scene. I mean, I'm going to take one more caller, but this one has to be quick. TikTok says the craziest shit for views. I know. Trust me. Trust. My last caller. This is my last caller. I love the word shit. The word. That's a good one.
Yes, hello?
Hey, yeah, I didn't get your name. You were supposed to text your name. And where you calling from?
Oh, sorry, it was Manny. I'm calling from Massachusetts.
Manny from Massachusetts. This is Noah. What's up, man? Thank you for watching Chronicle. I do have to make this last call quick, but tell me what you feel about the case and what your thoughts is.
A lot of people got different opinions on it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Which is perfectly fine. I tell people that all the time. You're fine. Trust me, you're perfectly fine.
Like that person that called previously, I know she had a lot of questions about the car. I'm pretty sure the police got everything handled because they do forensics. They check if Matthew was killed in the car or if he wasn't killed. It'll be very obvious from the inside of the car. You know, especially if a gunshot goes inside of a vehicle, you can tell if that gunshot was in the vehicle or not, or if it happened inside the vehicle.
Right.
I believe they were both killed in the car. Some people were speculating that, wouldn't Christopher grab Matthew and pull him through the middle of the console to the back seat? I don't think that's true. I believe that he probably got out of the car from the back seat, went to the front, and dragged him from outside into the back seat, and then he got in the driver's side. People saying that he was set up. Usually when somebody commits a crime, they call their best friend or their closest friend, not their parents, you know. So I don't think he has that many friends for him to call his family for help after that happened. Because like I said, anything happens, you usually call your right-hand man or your best friend, you know, hey, this happened, can you help me? But Christopher called his parents, he called his dad, you know. So I don't know if it was a setup or not, you know.
Right. It's hard to tell. So you're going with a simple route. The simple, it's self-explanatory. It happened in the car. It's probably
any teenagers from like 18 to like 30, their last resort will be their parents, you know. It's always, you call your first person is like your best friend, whoever you hang out with.
So let me ask you a question then, Manny.
Come help me move this body or this and this and that, but he called his dad.
So let me ask you a question. So if it was that simple of a route, right, of something like that, why did his father get involved? Why did his father help him with the abuse of a corpse? Why is there a third person involved who throws the towel? That's a fact now, okay? Why is these things like this?
I think he didn't have nobody to call, so he called his dad. And like any parent, your kid calls you, it's hard to like, should I go help my child or should I just go and turn him in, you know? It's very hard to put, as a parent, to be put in a position like, my son just called me. He just said he did this. He just killed 2 people. What should I do? Should I just call the 911 and tell them to go meet him over there? No, I'm pretty sure the dad probably panicked. He probably tried to keep his son safe. You know, it's not right what he did, but he probably tried to do what a parent does. You know, I'm gonna go help my son out. Oh.
Right.
And I believe the third person is a family member, probably somebody who spends time with the dad. I'm pretty sure it was a call like, Dad, this happened, and the dad was with the other third person.
Right.
Oh, I gotta go help my son. This happened. This happened. So it could be the mom, could be a girlfriend, whatever. You know.
Right. Okay, I see that. I see what the route that you're going with. Okay, so then it could be a friend or family member is what you're saying, basically, with the third person, correct?
Yeah, for me personally, I believe it was a mom. That's just speculating.
Yeah, and I appreciate you throwing that word speculation out there. Thank you very much.
But I don't believe it was a setup. I believe Savannah and Matthew knew him. I believe that kid is probably not stable. Christopher, he doesn't look like a stable person. He looks like he has his own issues.
Right.
And it went sideways, you know.
So we know that
he was in the back seat.
Right. So we know that already, that he actually talked to him before already. I got the text messages between Christopher and Matthew from Instagram. Christopher and a person who also deals, saying that he usually responds back. So we do know that already, but we don't know if it's a setup or not. You said you don't believe it's a setup, and I understand that part, and I do. It's just so hard to tell because there's so many scenarios that it could take place to, you know. I mean, the guy. Okay, so you say he died in the passenger seat, but then he brought him back. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So then, why did he have drag marks? That's one, right? That's one contradiction already. Savannah.
I believe that Christopher is smaller than Matthew, and I believe that he probably tried to pick him up and drag him from the middle console to the back.
Mm-hmm.
But Savannah was on the passenger side. He could have been shocked or something. Right. I believe he got out the back seat, opened the driver door, tried to drag him. Matthew fell to the ground, and he just dragged him from the driver's seat all around to the back seat. That's why I believe the drag mark was from. They said his pants was down, so usually...
Okay, hold on. Now that's getting into that whole thing that you're just saying right there. That was something that started on TikTok where his pants were down, then people started graduating to they ripped off his penis. You see what I'm saying? So,
no, that's not true.
So the only fact that we know is that he had drag marks. There's no pants coming down, shirt coming up. That's literally going by what was provided through 3 different press conferences. There is all consistent, plus the affidavit. So I'm trying to be, that his pants down, his mutilation, all that, we do not know. That was all saying that, his cousin said that and this said that. Well, I haven't heard anything from a statement given by the detectives to the family relate that in the video. I haven't heard that. People send me things and but then it's twisted. So that part, I can't say that's true.
The internet is really messed up, so
it is.
You got to be careful what you listen to and what you see.
Nanny, this is exactly why I tell people in my chat all the time. And the amount of DMs. So far in this case, I got over 700 messages, right? Close to 1,000. I would say like 700 to 800. And then some of the messages that I got was people believe that Matthew still does it. Something with Matthew. Matthew still did this. So I'm like, you see what I'm saying? I got the most wildest things, but I don't want to judge anybody. Yeah. I don't want to give out names. And on top of that, I'm not going to be out here publicly shaming people. That's why I just say overall, people, be careful who you watch because, brother, somebody ripping off his penis, wouldn't you think that would have, oh my God, we would have known that. The detectives would have told the family, you know what I'm saying? What the family knows is some of the stuff that we know. They might know more, but that is such a big, huge thing.
And what people have to realize is that it's just not the population of Texas watching this whole murder case. It's the whole United States, and that's hundreds of thousands of people. And that's hundreds of thousands of speculation, especially people that live far away from Texas. They speculate the most. So everybody got to be aware there's hundreds of thousands of people watching this case, and there's going to be hundreds of thousands of stories,
Exactly.
Until they do another briefing and they talk about it, we are all just speculating.
Right. Exactly. And hey, probably they did some things to him in the car or whatever. I don't know. All I'm saying is that
I don't believe so.
Right. All I'm saying is that wasn't said, so I can't be the one to say, You know what? You're right. Pants down, mutilation, genitals ripped, all that stuff. Somebody even said that they effed him in the car. You know what I'm saying?
No.
They wanted to disrespect him in some way. And I'm like, okay, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and call names, but we just got to be careful with that. You know what I'm saying?
Just like the thing that's going around that he fought Matthew in the car for the gun. That's impossible. How you shoot two people behind the face, you know, the back of the ear or the back of the head while you're fighting them? It's impossible. You know?
Yeah. So this is why, like, I just want to go by what we have available, and if we could figure out what particularly happened by the evidence that's provided. Like, for instance, shell casing in the car. Why is there one? Where's the second one? Why does he have drag marks? See, these are little details that actually can tell the story. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's what I do. And I go out, I figure out, I got people taking pictures, people doing this, looking at little things like, you know, these
and
things.
the thing about the shell casing is that his dad gave him the cleaning stuff, so him panicking, trying to like wipe everything down, he found one casing and then he just couldn't find the other one, so he just booked it, cleaned the car, and then left.
Possibly. Because
you remember, there's stuff that we lose in our car, and we're like, damn, where is it, you know? And you're looking and looking.
Right. But well said. With the first scenario you said, it was that simple, like shot him here, dragged him. You know what? That would probably be the most simplest thing, like he probably did. Yeah, you're probably right about that, man. Yeah, well said. Well said.
Matthew looks like a tall guy. He looks like he's in his 6 feet.
Yeah, 6'2",
Christopher
6'3".
looks like he's like 5 something. So
right.
I'm pretty sure he got out the car and dragged him out the car to the back seat.
Right.
But we won't know until. But like I said, the cops, they're all gonna know this. They're gonna know if Matthew died in the car. They're gonna know if he didn't die in the car. You know, blood splatter. You know, cleaning. You know, they can trace all that back. Anything cleaning, alcohol, anything, they can trace everything back.
That back. Well said.
And then what that lady said about how come they're not searching the car, I think she's wrong. I think they already searched the car because they got the bodies out of the car. And having a dead body in the vehicle already gives the police probable cause to enter that car. You know? Just like if they see a joint in the car and you're driving, that gives them probable cause to search your vehicle.
Correct.
You know?
But for some reason, they still needed a permit.
That's kind of weird because, you know, anything they see in the car that's illegal, it gives them a probable cause to search the vehicle.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask somebody to answer that question. He's a detective, but if I can assume, I think it's because they're in a car and the tinted windows are a little bit tint. They can't be too sure. So I think that will be why. I think that will be that makes sense. It makes sense, but you know, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows? You know?
Yeah. And like you said, it's Texas, and I live in Massachusetts, so I'm just like...
The laws are different.
Yep. Yeah, they will search the vehicle no matter. If it's a bottle of alcohol, you know, a joint, if it's dead bodies in the car, it gives them all the right to search.
It matters per state. Plus, Texas is open carry. So look at that. You know what I'm saying? So absolutely, it just matters. Thank you so much, Manny, for this conversation, man. This was very, very, a very good combo. I appreciate you.
Oh, sure. So you're welcome. Thank you for calling.
You are so welcome, and thank you for watching. You have a good night now.
All right, take care.
All right, bye-bye. Well said. Well said. That was well said. EK, I don't know what you mean by no, you are jumping to conclusions and putting words into his mouth. I didn't put no words in nobody's mouth. What I was saying is you can't assume anything. You know, he was saying that, no, he heard that there was pants down, and I said, well, that wasn't proven. I don't think that's me putting words into his mouth. If anything, that's me correcting the situation to let people know that that wasn't a fact, EK. So I don't know what you're talking about. Blaze TV with the super chat. Blaze TV with the 5 super chats. Say, I got 2 beautiful wives at Waller Bridge and Gigi. Be jealous. Thank you. Okay. I promise you, I am not jealous at all, but I'm happy that you have 2 beautiful wives. That's great, Blaze TV. I'm happy for you. I am happy for you. All right. Almost 570. Yes. YouTube. This is the perfect time, last time, to hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. That's crazy. That's crazy. Just as best as you can, as much as you can, turn on the bell notifications over at YouTube. This is your last time. This is live. You're watching this live. This is the final time and the last time. We covered so much. Mary Bellman for the 100 stars. I did see that. And Anna Zame with the 100 stars. Thank you so much. You guys are incredible with the stars and the super chats. Collect your badges. Get what you have. Lisa Rowe. What you laughing at? Thank you guys so much for watching. I think we're done here. I know I have a lot of more people that want to take their calls, but I'm going to have to end it. Guys, would it be better? Can I ask you guys a question? Just answer yes or no. Would you guys like for me to do a podcast early in the day rather it going on 2 a.m? And I do apologize. Would that be better for me to do a podcast just earlier? Please say hi. Monica Hernandez, hi. Yes, okay. Okay. Go ahead, Blaze, with your bad self. Karina, right? Okay, guys, I will do a podcast earlier. Yes. Yes. Yes, do I have to join to see the photo? Yes. Yes, you do. Yes. That's probably why you didn't see it. That's why I initially said you have to join to do that. But remember, guys, when you, Manny, thank you for calling. Everybody who called, thank you for calling. That was actually a very good call. You guys are absolutely incredible. This dog is fucking barking at 2 a.m. That dog got to be put. Let me shut up. Remember, guys, have a look real quick. Have a look. You see, you have to hit subscribe, right, on the YouTube channel. When you hit subscribe, you're going to miss out if you don't, but that's fine if you don't want to. I respect that. My Facebook link for what people was watching on Facebook is right up top on YouTube. You click it, you click all. You'll be the first person here if you click all. If I go live or even when I upload a video, you will be the first person. Hello, I'll quote you live. What's the topic today? No, I like late. Yes, Smile, love, you're late. I'm so sorry, Smile. I'm so sorry. But yes. Brand new. We are the night crew. Right, Mass? All right, guys. We are done. YouTube stuff done and done. Sandy, thank you. Don't plugs always have more than one phone? Lewis, you're actually correct on that. Yes, they do. Most of them does. I was explained by that. No, check your messages tomorrow. I want to either call you or private group on Monday. Get some details. I was like, oh, of course, Scott, absolutely. And you remember, right? You have a green badge. You're part of the you're part of the Chronicle Club. So you're good. Absolutely. All right, guys, this is the end of the podcast. I appreciate you guys for being here. Shout out to everyone in the stream. I love you guys. Have a good night. Thank you for all the subscribers. Thank you for the followers over at Facebook, guys. Hit the follow, hit the share one last time before you leave or tag one person on Facebook. That is the end of the podcast. Welcome to the Chronicle Club, Ocean. You get your perks over at YouTube. You get a set of perks. You get a badge. You get priority. You get the chance to call in. You get the community tab group. That's right here. I'm going to show you. You can see it's community. You get private ones. We talk about it. You see? I can't go all the way down because there's graphic photos that I can't discuss. You also get your own private tab right here called Members Only. You get your members own video, which we'll be doing. These are old. You're going to get new. These are old, so don't worry about that. But you're going to get new ones coming up next week, Monday. You're good to go. All your perks is checked in. And thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. We covered a lot. I love you guys so much. Great show. Tricia, thank you for being here. You are a very actual and sensible. Thank you. This is the first time. Natasha, thank you very much. I try to be ethical, yet educational in my videos. I try to be my best to be correct as best as I can without assuming. If I do, I speculate, I would announce that, and I'll let you guys know if these are the facts. You're so welcome, Kimberly, over at Facebook. Good night, everyone. I love you guys. Have a good night. Let's go. Have a good night, everybody. I love you guys. All right, guys. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Hit that subscribe, hit that like. I love you guys. Have a good night, guys. Peace out. Until then, I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.